So now I gotta. Oh, this is.
All right. Well, we are live, counting down till the big game, the last game of 2024. Even though it's now 2025.
It is 2025. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, my friend.
It's cold out there today.
It's cold out there every day. Cue the Sonny and Cher.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're outside. Got a little winter wonderland outside.
I mean, look. Let's be honest. We are where we are right now, getting ready to commentate this game and talk about this game because of that winter wonderland outside.
Yeah. Now our plan was not. Our plan was to be there live and in person. Unfortunately, this has definitely put with all of a sudden this winter storm out of nowhere has kind of put a damper on our
it's a bummer
on our ability to go see us, which I was excited to.
I was very excited. It was very excited to go and check it out. But you can't control good old Mother Nature, right?
Yeah. And holy smokes!
Look at that, got the sporting the new gear.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, we asked people to buy some merch. Yeah, I was excited to see some football, right? I mean, see the last glimpse of these guys playing high school football, right?
And I'll tell you what, I feel like a lot of guys kind of jumped on board later in the process for this game. I mean,
Yeah.
I started seeing some of the names coming out. We got some studs. You got how are you going to cover Ordenis on one side and Malatesta on the other side, my friend? That sounds like your fantasy team.
Yeah, I think it. No, I think you might have had.
I stole Ordenis. I did steal.
You did steal Ordenis.
You wanted him, though, but I stole him from you.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I mean, exciting to go see these guys get a chance to play together, and that's kind of a cool thing about, Unfortunately, here in Virginia, you guys don't have an all-star game. For years in California, we had the good old Shrine all-star game, which was pretty cool. That would have it was a 605 game. Right. So 605 is this freeway that kind of separates two parts of Southern California, and the guys on the west side and the guys on the east side of the 605 would play against each other, which was always really cool. But that game usually happened in the summer. I think with all the college stuff now, I think that nowadays that's kind of a tough thing to get going. Yeah, I was really. It was pretty cool that Ian Hall's playing this game. He's already committed, but he's going to play in this game. Yeah, it's exciting to see, and I know this is a Virginia versus Nova game, but I feel like
let's talk about this. This was the soup du jour, the topic of the week surrounding this game. I think we should address it.
Yeah, so I know there was a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit of
controversy, I guess.
Controversy that it was not a it was not a what you call it? It was not an actual Virginia All-Star game because
you're saying you don't have enough 757 kids, you don't have enough kids from other parts of Virginia.
Yeah,
but you and I said this. Maryland's the same way. They don't have guys from all over the state of Maryland. It's predominantly one area of Maryland.
Yeah.
It's a DMV All-Star game.
It is a DMV All-Star game.
DMV All-Star game. I think that's the better way to put it.
Yeah.
And at DMV, you got DC, Maryland, Virginia. So you really, it's three areas, not just two areas.
Yeah. So, but it should be a pretty good show. A lot of guys going out there trying to still get noticed or, just get a chance. I mean, for some of these guys, it might be the last time they play football, right? I mean, I think there are some guys on this roster that currently do not have any offers, and so I mean, it should be pretty good.
Yeah, no, for sure.
There are some private school kids like there's some kids from Flint Hill, kids from Paul VI, on there as well. Should be pretty cool. Quite a few kids from Hayfield, a couple guys from WNL. A guy from we have a guy from TJ playing on that team.
Yeah, you love to see it. You love to see guys from all over the area coming together, wearing their helmets, right?
Yeah.
Look, we're from a different generation.
Yeah.
We love the Pro Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Everybody loves the Pro Bowl.
Do you remember the
Old
Thanksgiving?
school Pro Bowl, not new school Pro Bowl.
Do you remember on Thanksgiving? Was it Thanksgiving or was it Christmas where they would have the blue gray college all star game?
Yeah.
Where the guys wear like they trade stickers and they all the different stickers on their helmets, which I thought was really cool.
That is cool.
Now,
that stuff's fun.
was that Thanksgiving or was that Christmas? I know it was one of those days. It might have been Thanksgiving because
Maybe.
actually because there were not as many bowl games. Remember that? I mean, that's back.
The Senior Bowl, you see it too.
Yeah.
You see the trading of the stickers of the Senior Bowl.
Yeah. Which I think is pretty cool. I think it's
Senior
pretty
Bowl
cool.
does a good job, right? The Reese's.
Yeah.
Reese's Senior Bowl, they do a great job with stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember that. Seeing a lot of stuff on there.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. It's one last opportunity for you guys to get out there and play, have a good time. I'm looking forward to it tonight. And we talked about it. We did some, we did a couple interviews over the week.
Yeah,
that we're going to air out over the next couple of weeks with some college coaches and stuff. And they're watching, right? They are watching.
Yeah, actually, so we had one tell us that they're listening to our podcast, kind of hear when they come down here who they should be talking to. So
right,
yeah, not that we're a purveyor of offers, but it seems like that's the case.
You never know. I guess that's the message for the kids out there and the coaches. You never know, right?
Yeah,
We had one college coach from a pretty successful program talking to us about. Asking us for some names.
He did. Yeah.
He was like, I'm looking for some solid, positions and D-line, O-line, et cetera. And we were able to throw him some names out there because we're here for the people. We're here for the kids.
Yeah. We have some news over the break that I think we've talked about yet. We have some new coaches. We have some new coaches who have taken some jobs, right? We have Coach McBride over at good old CG Woodson.
Right.
We have we have Josh Richards, right? Took the job at
Josh Richards, man. We called that. Did we not call that months in advance?
We did at Herndon, and then we have who was the coach who took the one at Yorktown? Why am I drawing a blank?
Yorktown's coach, the new DC at Yorktown.
Yeah, the former DC. I can't.
I guess it was the old DC at Yorktown, and old boss same as the new boss.
Yeah, and so and we have yet to hear from Justice. Right, we have Justice still open. Is there anyone else who is currently hiring? We have not heard anything about Hilton. We haven't heard anything about.
You and I were talking about there's a whole rack in Prince William.
Colonial Forge. We have not heard anything yet.
Just so we don't want to screw this up. Because I don't want to screw things up. We're going to know all the new coaches as they come in. Coach Hicks, Alex Hicks, and what I love about that, Yorktown keeping it in the family. He's a Alex Hicks, Yorktown graduate, 99.
Oh, we have a game starting right now. Well, we got the national anthem.
National anthem, which it's because we're not there. We don't have to stand for it.
Correct.
And your dog might be standing for it right now.
Yeah, I mean he's very patriotic.
But yeah, Coach Hicks over there at Yorktown. You mentioned Yorktown having a day, right? Yorktown grads having a day. You got Coach Hicks over at Yorktown. Then you have Coach McBride over at Woodson. That's 2 Yorktown grads getting jobs in a week.
Yeah. I mean, but I feel like
if you want to be a head coach somewhere, go to Yorktown High School.
But I feel like in the case of Yorktown in particular that they're hiring, I feel like when you have an old school coach like that who's been there a long time, a lot of time you have an assistant who's kind of been waiting in the wings on that, and you could argue the same thing happened at Herndon, right? You had somebody kind of waiting in the wings, kind of getting groomed for that job,
right? Yeah, 20 plus years, I think Hicks was an assistant there, so that's
yeah. Well, now before Coach Craig at Woodson, wasn't there a long time assistant that Coach Jenkins had that became the head coach, or am I mistaken on that?
No, you're correct.
So I feel like that happens a lot. I feel like you don't want to go with a brand new culture all of a sudden, especially if the culture's been really successful, right?
Yeah, I think that's a smart play. I wouldn't do it. I mean, I would keep things in the family if I'm winning and I'm enjoying things, how things are going. Why would you reset on that? which brings us to Langley. I don't know if you mentioned Langley, that it's not opened up yet, or not opened up. It hasn't. They haven't hired the new coach yet.
That's correct.
But they might keep things in the family.
Yeah, I mean that's what we're hearing, and so I mean, consider the fact the season they had. I mean,
oh man,
yeah.
I mean, you got to keep Coach Pottinger. That was one of our Coach of the Year guys right there. He was actually Coach of the Year for that district in our award ceremony.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of awards, congratulations to you, my friend, as an award winner.
And congratulations to you.
This podcast is an award. I mean, we said it before when we were nominated. We said this. You've heard of Peabody. You've heard of all these Tonys, the Academy Awards, all these awards you've heard of. We got the Nova Legends, baby.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than being. Look where we live in Nova, and we get the Nova Legends Award.
I mean, is there any higher honor?
No, I would take this over the Nobel Peace Prize, to be honest. I would. No money in peace.
Yeah.
Look at this. So do we know? I'm trying to look and see if I can identify the coaches. Is Nova in blue?
I believe Nova's in blue. That'd be my guess.
Should be. They should be because the game is in Nova. The game's not in Maryland. Last I checked.
Yeah. Not a very. I mean, not a lot of kids on that sideline. It was a little surprising. If you figure you'd have. Although I think it's a weird time, right? I mean, right after the New Year's, you don't.
Look at the weather. The weather was. I mean, look. Where y'all watching the game? I think I missed the link. No, you didn't miss the link. It's on the St. James, but you got to pay for it. So
yeah.
We're being men of the people. Now we don't want to get sued by good old St. James. I don't know what kind of saint goes around suing people, but we didn't want to get St. James. We didn't want to broadcast their thing, but we're giving you the next best thing, and we're gonna give you the blow by blow.
Yeah. Any of you guys have any questions? Anyone want to ask? This what's what I'm looking for? I can't think of a word. I'm trying to think of a big word. I kept on wanting to say hallowed, but that's not the.
No, but a big word is we're getting ready to broadcast this extravaganza.
It is, yeah.
I mean, you could cut the electricity with a knife.
And unlike the Pro Bowl, my guess is these kids will not be going half speed.
No, they will not.
Not a lot of kids on the Maryland sideline too. I mean that Maryland.
I was thinking that too. Now, even more so, right? We're talking about bad weather. You wonder, those Maryland kids were like, I don't know about that, right? I can't drive.
Right.
You can pretty much get by with almost everything, right? If you have a backup here, backup there, as long as you have a backup. The one thing you couldn't get away with having any kind of your quarterbacks better show up.
Right. Now I don't recognize any of these quarterbacks. I mean, I'm looking for guys who have quarterback numbers.
You have the roster in front of you. I could pull it up, but who's the Nova quarterback? Do you know?
I don't know because I don't recognize the names.
Let me look here.
Because I'm looking 1 through 19, and my guess is quarterback would be somewhere in there.
That's a good thinking. You never know. Might wear the old 99, little tough kind of
little autogram is what you're saying.
All right, so we got Ordenis at 1. We got Christian Sharilis.
They're gonna have Orth, man. You're gonna have Malatesta.
Yeah, put Orth there. Orth could the jack of all trades.
Well, I'm just saying a receiver, right? You could in a 3 receiver person.
Maryland's going to receive the kickoff here. Josh, it could be one of the private school guys that we're not as familiar with.
It just might be. It just might be. Now, let me ask you this: you being a former special teams coordinator, how worried are you that someone's going to
Caleb West from Flint Hill?
Yeah,
number 9. That's a quarterback. Because Caleb was formerly a Falls Church kid. He was at Falls Church, and he trained. We coached against young Caleb West. Him and Aiden were the same grade. I think he reclassed. He went to Flint Hill.
Let me ask you this. So what I was saying about being a special teams coordinator, how worried are you that every kickoff's going to go back? It's going to be a house call.
Every kickoff.
Because you figure a lot of these kids did not play like kickoff. Or kickoff return, right? A lot of these guys were like, we need to get this guy to rest. They'll rest on kickoff or kickoff return. I mean, they're probably returners, but guys who are playing the front line, guys who are playing the second line, guys who are running downfield covering kicks. Probably not a lot of them, is my guess, right?
Yeah, no. I mean, especially here, right? You're right. That's a good.
Yeah.
That means at an all-star game, a lot of these guys. We're talking about all-star, just the best of the best here. A lot of these guys weren't running down the kickoffs. They were stretching out, getting ready because they were going to carry the team on their back.
I got a message here. All Hitches is a very mysterious, a powerful podcast, and its a mystery is only exceeded by its power. Good old Dub Ambrose.
Well, that's a great man right there. Great man.
It is. We appreciate it. 139 people so far dropped by on Twitter. What
number's going to grow? That number's going to grow because I honestly think that people are staying home, they're chilling out, and they're gonna put this on. Even if you're putting this on audio, right? You're doing something else. You're watching. Maybe you're watching the Michigan-Ohio State hockey game because you're a big college hockey guy.
Well,
but you put that on mute. You put this game. We're gonna give you the update.
AC, TC Williams played their home game at St. James. Yeah, I do know that they played on that field for a while.
Yeah,
so I'll put that in there. And someone asked me if you could post a link for the St. James on there.
Post a link for the St. James. Just go here. Just do it out. Go to Google and type in St. James Senior Bowl.
Yeah, it looks like we're starting here on the 20th. Was there a kickoff?
That'll take you to the Eventbrite. And then
did they not have a? Did they not do a kickoff?
They're testing some new rules for the high school league next year. I made that up. That's what the NFL does.
Well, I mean, they're going, all right, so here we go. We got a 1st and 10 on the 20. Virginia on defense. I'm really bummed we couldn't go this game, to be honest with you. If the road's a little better, I would have went. And I was really looking forward to going down there and seeing some of these kids play. Now, I wonder if there are any rules are in place, like blitzing wise. I wonder if you can only send 4.
Blitz. Some of the blitz rules. Maryland going deep on the first play.
Oh, did he catch that?
No, incomplete. Look at the chutzpah on Maryland. They're saying, you know what? We dominated you guys the last 2 years. We're going to go deep again first play.
Yeah.
Maryland owns Virginia right now. Let's speak truth.
Yeah. I mean,
even though we're biased, we're Virginia guys.
Let me ask you. I feel like we have trouble with the private school teams. I wonder, public school wise, right? What we would look like against some of their top public schools.
Yeah, that's fair.
Bad.
Picked it up.
Little bad snap.
Oh man,
that's safety.
That's a safety.
That's a safety. Look at
ran
that.
In the end zone. Oh, there might be a whole. No, they're going to call him forward progress, right? In the 1. Are they calling a safety? I didn't see the referee have 2 hands up.
I see guys walking on, guys walking off.
No, I don't think it's a safety.
Okay.
Should have been. From our vantage point.
But yeah, so we haven't seen. We keep on talking about trying to see some of this action between the two. We haven't seen any public schools, right? Any public schools cross pollination, right?
No.
Yeah,
that'd be fun to see. Someone said that provides roster with school affiliation. That's from YouTube. You know what Ryan was saying?
I don't. We have something that's going deep again.
Another
that's another thing, right? So I noticed a lot of heat in the quarterback. I mean, you have 5 guys probably who have not played all those positions before, right? Yeah. Trying to block in a pass rush scheme, in a pass pro scheme. That can't be easy for sure. That can't be easy.
There's a picture of the crowd here. It looks like standing room only here, buddy.
It does. I mean,
and you know who's standing there right now? Our man on the scene, Carl Frederick, Adam Schefter of Nova.
Yeah.
And we'll be getting reports from him. Hopefully, he found his way on the field. St. James, if you're listening, you can't do Adam Schefter like that. You can't just let him. You got to put him in the game. You got to put him on the field. Because we would have been right there. We would have had a table right there in the corner.
Yeah.
Punting's an issue. No one talked about that. They couldn't find long snappers.
Yeah, that's another thing, right? I mean,
punting in an all-star game?
Now, let me ask you this.
Are they? They're not going for it, are they?
Does this work right now? I'm curious. Those of you guys who are watching right now, can you see this?
They definitely can.
Well, let me go here. Oh, they can.
They can.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
So there we are. There we are. I mean, you know what? As long as I'm alive, I'm a little illegal. So there you go. A little bit of what's going on there at the
I
St.
mean,
James.
truth be told, I didn't. When we were clicking on it, I didn't see any kind of
Copyright.
Did you see? I didn't see anything like that.
Here did I.
I mean, it took my you know, my email and stuff. They didn't say, hey, you can't do this or that.
What's the worst thing gonna do? Right? Cease and desist.
Cease and desist. You mean 2 days later? I think the bigger thing is we're not selling this.
No, we're not. We're not. Let's see. Anyone commenting in the chat there at all? We get any comments going on? Oh, leave it up. They won't tell. All right. So we got a 1st and 10 for Virginia. Yeah, offensive line play is not looking good right now. Offensive line play is not looking good right now. So the problem is when I have this, I can't.
You know, it does say at the bottom, it says share with friends. Look at the bottom where it says, scroll down there.
Yeah.
It says share with friends.
I don't think that's what that means, but
I think that's what it means. And
was that a fumble?
It means you're sharing it with your friends. So for the record, you're sharing it.
Yeah. All right. So we got a looks like it was a fumble. It was a fumble, and we have them back up. Maryland back. Yeah, offensive line play is bad. So now we're gonna run the football a little bit here, right?
Yeah, because Maryland's saying, you know what, we're not gonna throw bombs every time. We're gonna start running the ball a little bit.
I think you should throw bombs all the time. Al Davis, right?
Yeah, that's true. A little 7-on-7 offense here in the All-Star game.
Well, I think what I was talking about too. I think the problem is that throw the offensive line pass pro, right? I think you might be able to run block a little better because you're telling them to go forward, as opposed to passing guys off and kicks and all that stuff. Because let's be honest, I bet you quite a few of those guys played tackle. Like you probably have your best 5 guys out there, but they didn't necessarily play guard. Ooh, oh, look at that.
Don't get that Maryland running back out there on the 2nd, 3rd level because he'll be gone.
Yeah. I'm trying to see. Here's the problem: is that I can't keep track of the chat. Oh, there we go. Copyright infringement. Thanks. Coach Van Acker is currently calling me out for copyright infringement.
Is that what he said?
Yes. Hey, you know what?
Yeah, call Mesa out on that because I had nothing to do with it.
I'm trying to help people out, and all of a sudden getting called out on that stuff. I don't know. There you go. All right. Oh, so we have a timeout. What's all we got there now? We got a timeout on the board.
A little regrouping.
Well, they're on the ball now, right? So, and that's another thing about All-Star games, right? Is that you have guys who not played with each other. I mean, 3 practices is not a lot to go with. So I can't tell the down and distance. One I'm trying to. What do you got? Because you're watching a little closer than I am. Oh, little.
First down now.
You know what that. You know what that play looked? That play looked like all hitches right there. That's what that play looked like.
It did look like all hitches. And you know what? I mean, keep things simple. Simple. That's what you want to do.
Yeah. Let's see if we get a.
Oh, no, that was not. So it's like second and 1, second and maybe half a yard.
This is where you take a shot.
Right here, you got 1-on-1, little fade right here. This big, tall, lanky receiver here who just I think jumped.
Ooh, look at that!
Little stretch handoff play on freaking 2nd and 1. I hate it. It's an All-Star game, man. Right?
Yeah.
someone said Van Acker should have been at the St. James anyway.
I can't see the. Let me see if I can.
Should have been at the St. James.
Let me see if there's a way I can share. I just want to share this.
We could share every few minutes. You know, we were kind of coming. That way, you don't feel like you're totally going to get sued by the law firm of Van Acker.
All of a sudden, Coach Van Acker is Johnny Law apparently.
Straight arrow Gennaro Van Acker.
He is.
Oh well, over aggressive defense. They jumped. God, it just killed me. You know, I just wanted to see them take a shot here. All right, so you got a first down now. 1st and 10 from what, like the 20?
Yeah.
Take a shot here. I mean, all alone down here. That's a big, tall kid down there at the bottom of the screen. Another run play. Shutting down that run pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just again, I'll go to what I said before. Trying to have any kind of continuity between these guys. You know, I mean, the pros have. I mean, that's why the pros before they killed the Pro Bowl, they would have it so you could. There's certain things you couldn't do because just trying to build that kind of continuity in 3 games is really difficult.
Are there any? Speaking of, I know VA's watching. Are there any Hilton kids in this game?
I did not see any Hilton kids.
You know, alma mater of the Overtons. Oh, going deep. Nope.
Yeah. So oddly enough, there's guys.
I was thinking that too. That's a good call. The guy at the bottom of the screen. He looks exactly like the Riverdale Baptist guy. That's exactly what I was thinking. Good call on that.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we never received the Maryland roster.
No, we didn't. I'll tell you what, though, if that's the Riverdale Baptist guy, I'm going to him every time because last time he played against an Overton coach team, he might still be scoring.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they had a field day that day. So if I'm them, I'm going to keep attacking, right? Keep attacking.
Yeah. Right. I agree.
You know, make Virginia make some adjustments here.
Yeah. All right. So we go back up again. We're like the red zone, right? We come back to us. I mean,
come back. You know, it's the witching hour here in Northern Virginia. There he goes. Take that shot. He's about to get freaking destroyed.
Yeah.
I mean, you look. Yeah.
And it's tough, right? Because a lot of these kids haven't played football in quite a few months, right? Mm-hmm. Like I think Riverdale Baptist. Are they? I think they might be a 10. One of those teams that only play 10 games.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
Riverdale Baptist has been out for a while.
Yeah, since end of October. So you have some kids who just came back and
the goalposts. They have to be up, right? They leave those up, don't they?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know.
I couldn't. We had a better angle earlier. I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Oh, well, obviously they're taking a field goal. So,
okay. Maybe they're using there's
a giant bullseye. If you hit the bullseye,
the netting behind it. Yeah. Well, here we go. We're broadcasting the first score, right? We're broadcasting.
Yeah, here it is.
Oh man, is there any rush? There might be no rush because I feel like nobody's rushing.
No rush. Yeah, it's no rush. They don't want to hurt a kicker. And it's good.
All right, so we have a 3-0 game.
3-0 Maryland. Now, Virginia's got to do something here. That doesn't pay to fumble on your first possession.
No.
People are probably still trickling in because of the weather and the roads.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure.
But standing room only. Let's get our man on the spot here. I'm going to reach out to our guy, your guy, everyone's guy.
Apparently, Sports Highlights said that the Riverdale coaches are part of the Maryland staff. So there may be guys on there.
My audio sounds muffled. That's what I just heard.
Well, I'm looking on Twitter right now. I'm not got that, but the Riverdale Baptist coaches are on the Maryland staff. Someone else said they should just kick it between the windows. It's between the windows is good, right? they could go the old Little Giants where they have two parents who stand like this, hold hands. The field goal.
Now I'm kind of bummed if my mic is bad. Is my mic not working?
You sound fine to me. I don't know. I haven't. Let's see. I'm looking on YouTube. I'm not looking at Twitter. Let me
No,
go.
that was a text. That was a text from one of our good friends.
Oh, okay.
Communications mic. We just click on the mic. No. I mean, I have no options to do anything.
All hitches is the best. So Van Acker on Twitter said all hitches is the best offensive playbook. So the first year that I was on the staff, we put in the no huddle. We used to call it horse. I think we ran it almost 40% of the time. That was out of all the pass plays, we ran that 40% of the time. It's all hitches.
Oh, you got. I mean, and that helps a young quarterback too.
I mean, it's an easy completion, right?
Right.
Catch the ball, throw it in the hands, get you 4 yards. In fact, actually, no, I take that back. Aiden's first completion was not a hitch, but Aiden's first completion of sophomore year was a hitch. It was the first play we called, and we got 4 yards out of it.
Aiden's first completion was against Van Acker's defense at Oakton.
No, it was not. His first completion was against Lewis.
No, we didn't play Oakton. Week 1. It's week 2.
Yeah. No, we played him week 2, but we didn't have a game. Remember, we were on the 1 week. We were on the first week bye.
Oh, you're right. So it was again. Then it was again.
No, it was not. It was Cameron Marks for a touchdown against Lewis.
That was his first completion ever.
Yeah, because he threw a touchdown passes in that game.
We played Lewis before we played Oakton that year.
No, we played Lewis his freshman year.
Oh, you're right. Against Pilsen's Lewis defense, I forgot about that.
What kind of dad are you?
I know. You're right. The COVID season.
Yeah, it was a COVID season.
That was a sign of good things to come, right? From that group. When your freshman kids are throwing touchdowns, catching touchdowns in a varsity game, and then, then COVID and all that other crap ruined everything.
All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and go back here. All right, so we got what's this, 1st and 10? 1st and 10 for the run game is not looking good. The run game is not looking good.
No. Bombs away. If it's Caleb West at quarterback, I'd say bombs away, baby.
Yeah. All right, here. His freshman year, he threw a touchdown. Yeah, I know VA. Quite aware.
Yeah, thank you, VA. VA remembers. He was the coach. That was the old ball coach right there.
Yeah. A little motion going.
I don't think that's not Caleb West, though, a quarterback right now. That's somebody.
Oh, look at that. Big gainer right there.
That's a big gain. Who? Number 2. There we go. Now we can find out who that is in the roster.
Number 2 is, what do we got?
Who's number 2?
Number 2, at a merit school, Cameron Boykin.
Oh, Cameron Boykin's a good quarterback, man. He's playing in this. Wow. He's got a couple offers. He's a real deal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's the real deal. That's cool that he came out for that, because I was wondering if some of the guys with some of the bigger offers would have come out and played.
Ooh, got a little press on the backside. You got to throw this.
Yo, throw it. Is that
Come
who's
on?
The receiver? Is that our guy or Dennis?
Oh,
I mean,
Boykin's gonna have a career shot.
Take it easy on Boykin, will you? Take it easy.
Oh, no, on that one. Oh, that was rough. Oh, that was
yeah.
So
good old Boykin,
what offers does he have? Do you know? I mean, is he?
I'm looking up right now.
Boy, Maryland is not playing around, man. They're going press right there, no help on the backside.
Matter of fact, if you're Mrs. Boykin, you might be coming on the field saying, "All right, come on, Cameron, let's go." We're getting in the car, we're leaving. Because the man, I mean, he's going to play. He's a legit prospect. Here, I'm going to bring up Cameron Boykin's info right now, because I'm a fan of his. Let's see here. Now I was going to see if here he is. All right, so Cameron Boykin, he is. Is he? Is he? I don't know if he's. He was first team all conference this past year. I'm trying to see if he's got any where he's. Oh, Temple football.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I told you I wasn't kidding around. I mean,
Right.
Temple football, the former, we got a Woodson guy, he's a quarterback there, right? Good old Connor Riley
Well, okay.
from Woodson.
Let's see here. I think this is fourth down, if I'm not mistaken. It's tough for me to see because I'm trying. I have it really small on my screen, so
You're
it's.
going to go for it here midfield. I mean, you might as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't tell either, to be honest with you. I'll try to make my screen a little bigger here, see if I can. That didn't do anything. Can't tell, but
Oh, another
doesn't matter.
another hitch. Another hitch, man.
It's there. It's safe.
Why anybody would not run all hitches is beyond me. It's a good play. Oh, quarterback's down, and we got trainers.
That's not good. That's not good.
Yeah. Oh, he's hobbling back too. Oh, come on, kid. Oh, that kid's night's done, right?
Yeah, that's too bad. You get a number on that?
Yeah. Oh man, that does not look good. I can't see it from right here. Do you think we might be able to get an update from Carl on this?
Yeah, I was gonna text him right now.
Oh, jeez.
I'm still getting some messages on my audio though. So
now, oddly enough, that's why I think a lot of these all-star games gone away. Like California, I can speak in particular, is that guys don't want to get hurt.
Right.
That's the tough thing. Well, I hope that young man's okay. Right? I mean, you disappeared from me for a second. You went.
I did. I was messing with my mic.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You send a text out to Carl, and maybe we can find out what happened and that kid's, who that kid was. My guess is this is the quarter. Oh no, or was that?
No, there's cut off. Did it cut off the live stream?
No, I'm still watching it.
No, on the actual live stream, it didn't cut off, did it?
I don't think so. No, I'm still watching it. I can still see the Twitter one, and I'm looking at the. Sports High said look like a lineman. Ooh, and again, if you haven't been playing football for 6 weeks, and then you try to go out there again, I mean, some of these guys aren't ready to go, right? Unfortunately.
Yeah, well, I mean, it also depends on what I'm writing Carl right now to get a
update.
Let's see. Yeah, I just wrote him. See if we can get on here.
Maryland back on offense again. Let's see, yeah, Maryland back on offense. Oh, they let that thing go again.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Oof, man.
Although I thought that was pretty good coverage. I thought that was good coverage. He recovered rather well.
It was good coverage.
The ball wasn't great though. The ball wasn't great. They threw.
Well, they obviously. Good old Carl. Carl's not happy right now.
Oh no! Don't they should be treating the Adam Schefter of Nova a little better?
Yeah.
Don't you
think? Maybe we'll see if we can reach out to Roger Goodell here and get him on.
This looks like second down.
See what we got here.
And here's another thing though about coaching an all-star game is that I'm sure you want to try to make sure everybody gets a touch too, right? I mean, you'll make sure everybody gets a chance to make a play. These kids are all playing, for whatever reason. You and I were talking, and I know that Coach Van Acker had been trying to set this up, but a Northern Virginia versus Southern Virginia all-star game, I think would be pretty intriguing, don't you think?
Oh yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah, I know that Coach Van Acker had spent quite a bit of time trying to organize that. He said at one point that there was one that just kind of went away.
If only he knew someone who helped run an association, he could get things going. I feel like Oh, look, we got our special guest here.
Oh, wow.
We've got the one and only Adam Schefter of Nova joining us.
$20 later, Adam Schefter.
Now we've told the audience that you are not thrilled right now. You're not thrilled. They need to show more respect to you. I mean, you should have said
anything.
you're with all hitches. They would have given you the royal treatment.
Yeah. Guess I'm in the wrong media company. Should have joined you guys earlier.
So Carl, I don't know if you can hear me. It looks like offensive line plays one. Did you see who got hurt on that play? Who went down when they had to stop the game for?
No, I'm on the other side of the field, so I didn't catch the number, so I don't want to miscast who got hurt. But yeah, I mean, back to your point, Coach Mason. Obviously, in games like this too, in the All-Star games, offensive line play can be an issue. I mean, you saw in that first series, Devin Reeves and Ian Hall already making an impact, like crashing down. But after that, now we've played one quarter of play. Maryland seems to have the offense somewhat settled. They're moving the ball a little bit. Should settle things in here and make it a little more entertaining. 3 more quarters. But yeah, Virginia's offense has got to pick it up. Already 2 turnovers through 1 quarter of play.
Yeah. Anyone standing out so far? Anyone you notice is standing out?
Yeah. So I mean, like Cameron Boykin, the Temple commit for Maryland, for Virginia, he had a nice run. Virginia did in their last possession seemed to have something going before the fumble. Boykin showed why he's one of the top dual threat quarterbacks in the state. Like I said, he's going to Temple. He had a nice run on that. Oh, here we go. We got a fumble. Looks like Maryland got it back. Ian Hall, though, Coach, is dominating. My guy, he's going to Navy. He's dominating. Devin Reeves, the Akron commit, he's already doing some things. Tyler Orth had a nice catch. I would expect Boykin and Orth to connect a few more times here before the game is over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we can't see a time, how much time is left in the second?
We got 11 minutes, just a little over 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. We got Maryland. Looks like Maryland's going to punt here, 4th down. They're at their Virginia about the 47-yard line. So,
they are going to punt, and there's no rush, right? Like all kicks.
I can't imagine there's going to. Yep, no rush. The punter just took the snap and he booted it. Looks like this will be a spot like wherever it lands. I believe that is number 15. That's Massaquoi. I believe the kid from Woodbridge who had an outstanding year, just fielded the punt. So Virginia's going to take over, try and get their offense in order here. 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line with 10:48 to go until halftime.
Man, it's that delayed. Holy smokes.
Yeah. We're way behind. We're way behind.
Yeah, you guys should have just brave the bad weather and come out and join me.
You're spoiling the movie here.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want me to keep spoiling it?
Who's policing the was there like security down there, Carl?
Yeah, just like they did for the Virginia Academy game that I had no issues getting into whatsoever. They have the St. James staff there, and they asked my name, and I gave my name and gave them both companies, and I wasn't there. Jeez. So that's the most I've spent in my 5+ years of covering high school football.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. We're barely at the punt right now on the video. Like we're barely.
Oh wow. Yeah, you guys should have came out today. Yeah. We got a lot of fans. A lot of Maryland fans have trickled in. It's a packed house here. I got my photographer friend with me. We're gonna go get a bite to eat at halftime at the cafe. And I say, we got Caleb Weston now at quarterback. He just took a shot. We got a late hit. We're gonna have a personal foul penalty. That was clearly late.
Yeah, I like Caleb West. Yeah, he was at Flint Hill. I think he was at Falls Church before Flint Hill. He's a big kid. He's like, what, 6'6", 6'7"?
He's one of the biggest quarterbacks I've seen. Yeah, he's about 6'6", and he had a good year, good couple of years at Flint Hill. This past year, though, they really struggled with injuries up front on the offensive line. But he still did it. Still did some good things. I watched him play a couple times, and I hope he's okay. Oh, he's still down.
Yeah.
I hope this isn't, because I wrote about in my prep red zone article that clearly nobody read that he could have a good game today. It would be great because there's a lot of college scouts here too.
Oh, they're really.
I mean, that as you know to say, I believe there's about 6 to 7 that checked in with the coaches beforehand.
I wonder how many of those scouts are from Temple, making sure Cameron Boykin doesn't get injured in the game.
I wrote about that too. Like, I wonder because he committed to Temple before they had a head coaching change. So I wonder if he was gonna considering that with everything going on. You never know.
So, someone asked if that's the kid from California. There's a kid in California currently in the mist, or
kid from California in the Nova All-Star team.
Well, I don't know if he came here from California. I'm not sure. Sports Highlights was asking a question. So maybe he can clarify what kid he's talking about.
Honestly, I just got the pictures of the rosters right before kickoff, so I'm not sure about a kid from California.
Well, no, maybe he was originally from California and played the last couple of years here in Virginia, or in Maryland. It looks like Maryland's sideline is not very big. Seems like a lot of kids.
Yeah, I'm only counting on about
maybe
30 kids.
The Falls Church Flint Hill quarterback. Did he come here from California? Do you know?
I mean, he might have, but he's been here for a minute. I mean,
he's been here for a minute because he played his sophomore year at Falls Church before he
did.
came.
Okay.
We saw him sophomore year, Mason.
Oh, okay, the big kid,
the tall,
really tall. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about now.
So, spoiler, he's getting up now. He's walking off. He took a late hit on a nice little scramble he had. So that's going to set up Virginia 1st and 10 at their own 30 after the personal foul penalty with about 10 minutes and 30 seconds till halftime. That's really unfortunate for a kid like him who hasn't committed yet and injured in a game with a lot of talented kids on both sides.
Yeah. Does he have any offers? Do you know?
As far as I know, a couple of Division II offers, but he hasn't posted anything lately.
Well, we talked to some of the college about kids getting offers now, and because of the JUCO thing and everything else, the odds these kids get offers from any high levels are really slim.
Yeah, there's so many that you guys know with the NCAA and so many changes, and now with the JUCO ruling, it's a different ball game. I feel for a lot of these kids. I'm looking at a lot of talent on both sides. That there's kids that can easily play at the next level, and they, going back to what I said on the show before too. Sometimes these kids, I tell them if they get an offer, whether it's from Monmouth or Podunk University, I say take it. Take it while you have it because stuff dries up quickly. And, there's a nice play. Now we got Boykin back in. He hit my guy Ordonez for a nice gain.
Look, you're going to love the interview we did. We did a couple interviews, Carl. We did one with Coach Wickland from CNU, the defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And we did an interview with Coach LaVar, the head coach at Hampton Sydney.
Yeah. When are those coming out?
We did them yesterday. We'll probably edit them up, and we'll probably put them out next week and the week after, kind of slow over but you're going to appreciate him because we talked a lot about the recruiting process, and like to Mace's point, a lot of these guys, these offers aren't coming the way they used to.
Yeah.
At all levels. I mean, you look at some of the studs. I mean, you know better than anyone. Look at some of these stud quarterbacks that are seniors this year over at Patriot and Gainesville. How many offers do they have right now?
As far as I know, I don't know if Kilmer has any. I know Knutson had a couple
insane.
Small ones, but yet they're two of the top quarterbacks in the state, and they're still, uncommitted at this point.
It's changing. The whole thing is changing.
No, Massaquoi just had a drop. But,
is he playing?
What's that?
I said Massaquoi is playing in the game as well.
Yeah. He's had a great year for Woodbridge. Wrote about him a lot. Great kid too. A lot of fun to cover. Looks like we're gonna have a 3rd and long. Virginia, they can clearly move the ball now. It looks like their O-line is starting to settle in. If West isn't coming back in, I think they're going to ride with Boykin the rest of this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way he comes back in now. That was a serious injury.
No, I don't think so. But I'll buzz you guys in a little bit. I want to check back.
Yeah.
I don't want
Okay.
to spoil too
Hey,
much.
any lull you get, come back on, and the stream is open for you.
No,
Yeah.
I appreciate it, fellas. Love you guys.
Yeah.
I'll check in a little bit.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah.
All right, I mean, you heard it there, folks. That is Adam Schefter of Nova, Carl Frederick.
Yeah.
Oh, he dropped it.
Yeah. I think that might be the play he was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was interesting talking to some of those college coaches. The other thing I read today is that there are players now who are former JUCO players who are suing to get their 2 years back.
Yeah.
So you may not have any roster spots. So, these coaches are like, well, I'll just keep these kids who I currently have my roster and we'll just keep them on the roster spot. But I guess that's what Dennis at the on the bottom right there.
Yep, that's right.
The orange helmet kind of gave it away, right? I think he's the only Hayfield receiver that they have right now.
Mm-hmm. But you're right. To your point, it's talking to these coaches. It's eye opening. I think everyone kind of thought, okay, NILs, the JUCO thing now, which is new.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I think some of the kids thought the Division III would kind of stay the same.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
No, and really, when our thing comes out, you really need to listen to what they have to say, because some are very candid on what's happened to college football now, and unfortunately, it's well, it helps some students. I think it actually hurts more student athletes than it helps.
No doubt about it. It hurts. It hurts way more than it helps.
Yeah. Oh, we got a punt here for Virginia.
He said it. I mean, Coach LaVara said it. He said he's turning away really good high school players at the Division III level.
Yeah, I mean, who would ever thought, right? Who would ever thought? Yeah. He said the amount of good football players who should be playing somewhere are playing nowhere now.
Right.
Well, it's definitely
and the days of these kids coming on there and collecting their offers, right?
Yeah.
And that kind of stuff. Those days are done.
Right.
I'm not saying that some kids. We're not talking about every single kid here. Blue chippers are still going to do their thing,
right?
But all these other kids, it's just these good, solid high school players.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough for them.
Well, and again, just kind of teasing out the stuff. They talked a lot about the fact that the only kids we're going to recruit to play D1 are 5 stars. That's it. 5 stars only are the ones who are going to be getting recruited at D1. Everybody else is going to be, and then now it's going to limit the opportunities at the 1AA, at the Division 2, and it's a domino effect, and it's really unfortunate that
it's very unfortunate
what it's become, right? And I mean, I guess you could argue you're seeing a change in high school football, right? Right. Yeah. So some of the roster size. Yeah. We talk all about that stuff, and really, you guys ought to listen to those interviews. The coaches are really candid about what this looks like. So hopefully, when these things come out, yeah. We're still in a 3-0 game, huh? Where this is a.
Yeah, not quite the old Honolulu NFL Pro Bowl game.
It is not. We got a little slobber knocker going on here, right?
Yeah. Tough game.
Yeah. I wonder if this is the first time a lot of these guys have played a football game indoors. Right? Underneath the dome.
Someone
right
said it. Some of them played here before. AC used to play here.
Yeah.
Some of the other schools, some of the private schools have played here before.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
They had some special deal worked out with St. James. But you're seeing less of that now.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. When the interviews come out, people got to check those things out, because you think you know everything, and then now you're talking to these are the guys who were on the ground floor.
Yeah.
Right. These are guys. Whether you take the 2 guys we interviewed. So if we got more interviews coming,
right.
The 2 guys we interviewed. Someone like Coach LaVara, who's a head coach. A long-time D coordinator at the Division III level, now a head coach in Virginia at Hampton-Sydney. And then Coach Wicklund, right, who's
Yeah.
got his teeth out at Division I level, right?
Yeah.
Rice,
Yeah.
and Bucknell,
Yeah.
and then now at CNU running the
Yeah.
defense. These are guys who know what the hell they're talking about. This
Right.
is not Billy Joe Bob. Well, let me tell you how it is. No.
No.
These are guys that know what they're talking about.
Not just that though, but when they're saying we're turning guys away, it's not like and I think they're up and coming programs. They're right now they're not powerhouse programs. You're not talking about the elite Division III. Now
Right.
they have chances to get there, and we like both those coaches. But you're not talking about because your son plays D3. Who is the big dog right now in D3 where you're like those teams are?
I mean, year in year out, it's Mountain Union.
Yeah,
Mountain Union might as well be a Division II school.
Yeah,
a good Division II school.
Yeah,
you got Johns Hopkins is always good, right?
Yeah,
Cortland over there in upstate New York,
right.
But you're right. We interviewed. Emerson was 5-5, so these are good programs. 5-5. The other one was 7-3 last year at CNU, but neither one made the playoffs. To your point,
right?
And so if
looks like we have another turnover for Virginia. Goodness gracious!
Come on, boys. If it's that difficult at those programs right now, like you said, at two teams that are still working their way up to the top, imagine at the top. You ain't playing at the top, then they're definitely not taking you.
Yeah. Was that a pick six or are we?
No, that was not a pick six.
Because it must have been another turnover. Not looking good for the boys in Virginia, huh?
But the defense showed up.
Yeah.
Luckily, the defense showed up.
But it looks like we're having some trouble offensively.
Ian Hall having a day.
Yeah.
For Virginia defense. But Maryland's they're gonna take another shot here. They're gonna see what happens. Who's playing? Who were starting that corner? It's hard for me to see the numbers.
I can't. Yeah, it's really hard to see the numbers. Yeah. Oh, you're right though. Another shot. There we go.
Another shot. Is that picked off?
Is that picked off? Yeah, it looks like it. Look at that.
Let's see if we can get a number on that interception. Actually, you know what? We'll see if we can get Carl to tell us who picked it off there.
Yeah.
Because it is impossible to see these numbers from the screen.
You would think for the $10 that we paid to watch
better
this,
quality stream.
we had better quality stream on this.
Right. Nice job for Virginia. We right on cue. We just said the defense showed up.
Yeah.
Right? Defense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone came to see an offense, but the defense showed up. To paraphrase your guy.
Someone put. Yeah, I know a lot.
Randy Cross. Is that Randy Cross?
Yeah, it was. It was. When they played the Bears. I think when they
Randy Cross, he was also a good announcer. I think he was underrated as an announcer.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times the color guys come and go. I think they kind of rotate them through pretty regularly.
He had a good voice though. He had a good voice.
Were you a big Todd Christensen guy?
Yeah, he had a great voice and a very smart guy. He used big words.
Yeah, he had the best words.
Yeah, Christian he was a very smart guy. He used SAT words.
All right, see if we can go on a little 90-plus yard drive right here for Virginia, huh?
Well, I see. I think I see Coach Overton there at the bottom of the screen. Is that him? Yeah, I think that's him.
Coach Overton always has the hat on, right? Oh no, you're talking about that.
That's him at the bottom.
Yeah, I believe so.
He definitely had some. He was not happy about something. I think that's the old D coordinator saying, "What the hell are you doing on offense? Come on now, pick it up."
St. James does not like to run their own streams when basketball games are streamed. They use outside groups. Wasn't it Matt Rule who said something about walk-ons being essential? Yeah, he did. He said he was going to have to cut a lot of guys because of the roster spot thing. I mean, it's just it's unfortunate, and unfortunately, although I saw somebody, and it was one of those podcasts, I believe, where they talked about how the NCAA at this point just was worried about getting paid. They don't worry about anything else. They're not really concerned with student athletes. They're not really concerned with anyone else. Unfortunately, this looks like a third down, right, for Virginia.
Yeah, and they're backed up, and we know for a fact that the Virginia team was looking for long snappers.
Yeah. Well, no
So-
rush. I think they're okay. You know what they should do is instead of doing long snaps, they should do old school. Have a guy hold it
Yeah.
like this and just sling it back to him, right?
Right. Or just honestly, just have your quarterback punt it.
Can't you do the old school throw off? Can't you like throw off?
Yeah, like the old playground throw off.
The old playground throw off, right? Little motion. They're trying to get some room, right?
Nobody covered that guy in motion. They might have had something there.
Yeah.
Oh, they're acting like they strip him.
They're acting like a safety.
They're acting like a safety or a touchdown.
Yeah.
Hard to see. I don't think the officials didn't. No, they're not moving. So, they are moving. They're all coming off the field. That might have been either safety or a touchdown there, my friend.
Well, we'll see if PAT walks in the field, right?
And here comes Coach Overton. He's not happy. You can see him walk. He's got the white hat on.
Yeah.
That's the DC Overton.
Yeah.
Because his defense he's having a good game.
Yeah. Defense is playing well, and
he's probably saying, "What the hell, guys? Come on, help me out here a little bit."
yeah. There's nothing more frustrating when you're playing well defensively and you just can't get any points on the board. You know, and at the end of the day, you know, this isn't a professional game. It's a bunch of high school kids. You know, they're competitive, right? I mean, they want to win.
Yeah, they want to win. I mean, they're Virginia guys, and they take pride in that. It's a damn rare thing nowadays.
Yeah.
Scott went from 85 to 105, and all the other walk-ons are cut. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
And
so does that get rid of the PWO?
A lot of them.
Wow.
Now your PWOs are your top PW. Wait, it used to be, right? Like your top, because you know how it is. Up until recent, they were giving PWOs I don't want to say slappies, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Guys who you wouldn't look at as a Division I guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
I don't want to say Rudy, but let's just say Rudy.
Okay. Yeah.
I think what this does is it eliminates Rudy.
Yeah, it eliminates guys from running into the officials as they're as you're trying to become.
Are you saying that guy was? They had his name. That guy got famous, buddy.
Oh, did you see that guy at the end of the game sitting on the bench?
No.
Yes. I'm sure some coach was like, "Sit here, do not move."
Anyone know that kid's story? Was that kid were you just making that up because he looked like a walk-on?
No, he's a walk-on. He's a walk-on for sure.
Is. Yeah, he's that guy.
But he got to travel with the team. I'm sure he had a great time on actually, never mind. I actually don't want to get into that. But I'm sure he was enjoying himself at being part of the team. And yeah.
Scholarships, no PWO. PWOs will be in the last 20 scholarships. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they used to carry a ton of PWOs.
Yeah, they did.
You know, they used to carry a lot of PWOs, and there's
now. How does all this impact schools like some of those weird, like what I don't know what conference that is, like the Valparaisos and those schools, right?
That don't do scholarships.
They don't do scholarships at all.
But I think that was rostered, right? The rosters are the rosters. Yeah. I think 105 is the limit. Period.
Right.
So, but that's what's going to happen, right? Is you're going to have a lot of kids. So you know. Kids who at one point would have been a PWO are going to drop down to Division II, right?
Yeah.
The Patriot League.
They got 2 points for that. They got 2 points for that. So it's 5-0 in the bottom of the second. It's 5-0.
Got about a 3-run homer and a 2-run homer.
Thank you, the Patriot League. Appreciate that, Robert. Yeah, I mean 5-0 game, bottom of the second. We're going to have the third inning stretch here in a minute. Nobody, whoever had money on 5-0, they cleaned up over at the MGM Fairfax. 5-0.
5-0. Oh, all right.
Jeez. And there's some dudes playing in this. I'm shocked, but I guess the defense is. But this is like early days of camp, right?
Right.
To your point earlier, offenses aren't clicking. Early days of camp, new kids together playing together. Defense clicks right away. And hands 5-0 game.
Yeah. Let's see. So we got about 2 people watching us, 3 people on YouTube with us right now.
Yeah, most of the traffic comes from Twitter, Twitterverse. 400 on Twitter.
Yeah.
So that's always nice to see.
Is someone killing your dog there?
My dog is barking because he hears the pizza guy.
Oh, you know, a little pizza, huh?
I ordered a little pizza.
Where did you get the pizza from?
I don't know. My wife just said we ordered pizza. Do you want some? And I said, yes, I do. Yes, I did. When have I ever turned down pizza? What is it? Is today Friday?
Today is Friday.
Today's Friday. This is when you're off work for like 2 weeks. You forget what day of the week it is.
Yeah. Speaking of, we might get an extra couple days off this week, huh?
Big snowstorm. If people thought today was bad, wait till freaking Sunday or Monday night.
Now, now what I'm thinking is, if it doesn't get above freezing, this snow's going to stick around to the next snowstorm.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to going out, building a snowman with my 2-year-old, because she doesn't know what snow is. She's never seen snow.
Oh, okay.
And that'll be fun. I get it. The beauty of being an older dad again, right, is that I get to relive some of these moments that I had with the kids. Right, it's kind of like going back in time a little bit.
Yeah. Maryland going no huddle. That's surprising.
Which, since we've been cheated, speaking of going back in time, we know that the score is 5-0 at halftime in just a minute. So whatever this is not going to work out for them. Well, no huddle with the handoff.
Yeah. Things get chippy.
Defense is playing solid. I mean, look at Overton. He's excited over there. Look, that's a happy man there in the bottom left of your screen there.
Things get a little chippy over there, huh? Well, it looks like things are. People are getting a little chippy.
Yeah, he's not messing around that defense though, man. He's both sides. I mean, and you saw the way they were taking off. They took off poor Caleb West's head earlier.
Yeah.
I mean, both defenses came to play. The beauty of this game was that, you saw that the local school systems, canceled all activities, but this does not count.
Yeah. Oh, someone is livid.
On the far side?
No, for us. We had a coach throw something down.
Oh, no, I didn't see what he's mad about.
Wow. Yeah. Whenever a coach throws something on the ground, you know he is not happy.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. When he's throwing clipboards on the ground and his hat on the ground, we got problems.
Yeah.
5-0 game at halftime. Not a whole lot going on. We'll see what happens here in the second half.
Now, can you see it when I share the game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can see it.
Now the question is, do we try to get away with this with NFHS next year?
I mean, could, why not? I mean, you can try.
And we just pop in, pop out, right? We never. I don't know. I know we only have a few people on YouTube on with us. Anyone on Twitter? Would anyone else? I mean, did anyone think that would be a little more? That was over to the DC. A little more engaging for us to pop in and pop out with those games right there.
I got some pizza here. I'm gonna enjoy. Thank you so much. Look at this. This is old.
Is that a Domino's?
This is not Domino's. That's a good guess.
Okay. Is it better pizza, Papa John?
Shaq-a-Roni.
Shaq-a-Roni. So I just realized that my gate is open and I don't know where my dog is.
That's not good.
No, it's not. Yeah.
That's when you call your wife and daughter and say, "Hey guys, the dog's missing."
Well, I mean, you always got to worry, right? The dog's gonna pee somewhere. That's what you guys got to worry about. Let's see. Anything? Let's see. We got anything else to talk about here? The Final Four, huh, for college football?
Well, I mean, you try and bring all these teams. Well, I mean, I was going to make fun of the fact that you're letting teams like, Arizona State and SMU, but
that's been the only good game out of all the playoff games. Right. One decent game, and it was that game.
Right.
Well, you are crushing that pizza, my man.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm eating the pizza. Carl Frederick is in the cafe at St. James.
I have never. Someone says be a rebel and do it with NFHS. Yeah, I think I just might because we figured out how to do it. I think.
Mesa, for the record, Mesa's going to.
I guess it's not. It's a bad criminal behavior to admit you're going to do a crime before you do it, right? On some kind of a national streaming.
It might not be a crime because you're not selling the stream. You're not advertising on the stream.
Yeah, but I mean, if they're so what do we have? Oh, we have a punt. We're coming back to a punt right now. Virginia, Maryland getting ready to punt.
Well, like we said, we know it's a 5-0 game at halftime.
Oh wait, no, really? We're that far behind?
No way. Are we?
Oh no, here comes the Virginia offense out. Yeah.
I was going by Carl Frederick. He said 5-0 at halftime. No, almost halftime.
Almost halftime. Come on. Yeah, talking about the college football games. I mean, I thought for sure that Texas Arizona State game was over. I was getting ready. I was like another freaking blowout. And I could not.
You wrote me and you were like, "Oh, this game's over." I'm like, "No." I was like, "I was out doing stuff. I didn't even pay attention."
No, I wrote you. I said, "Are you watching this?" Because remember, I was like, "They're coming all the way back."
That's right.
A lot of motion for Virginia.
Yeah.
Oh, taking the shot. Did he catch that?
Oh, what a grab! What a grab!
Oh, look at that, Dennis. That was a Dennis. Big play for a Dennis.
Or Dennis.
That kid needs to be playing college football somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that guy has, I think, one offer is.
Well, look. Let's name some of the guys that we think is borderline criminal that don't have offers, top of our head, or don't have nearly enough. Or Dennis is one.
Or Dennis is one.
The Hayfield quarterback, French. I'm surprised he's not playing in this, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, French another. Carl Frederick said the two Prince William quarterbacks.
Yeah. Landon Hunt.
Landon Hunt. Well, I think Landon Hunt has a couple now.
Does he have a couple now?
But not nearly enough.
No. That kid's a beast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It just shows you how you and I both know guys over the last 3 years. They had more offers than all these guys and weren't 1/10 the player.
Right. Who else? Well, who else is a kid?
Some of those D linemen we were talking about yesterday.
Yeah.
Trent Payne
should have more. Oh, I like that Woodbridge receiver, the Massaquoi kid. I mean, that kid's pretty talented. I mean, he can play.
Oh, he said he has track offers.
Well, they have track offers.
Or Dennis. I guess you're talking about Dennis.
Now is Orth a baseball kid, or am I?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Look at that, another catch. Oh, look at that, Virginia on the move.
Mm-hmm.
We got to score before the half.
I like Cameron Boykin a lot.
Yeah. Now, how do you know him? Again, I know you said it. I
don't know. Just having a son who's a quarterback and just kind of knowing some of the quarterbacks in the area.
Yeah.
I know and love them.
All right, come on, Virginia, get on the board.
Nope.
Another sack.
He's taking a beating, poor kid. Oh no, he's slow getting up.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would be 2 quarterbacks.
I think he got up.
Mm-hmm. But that would not be good, Mesa.
No. Now, I would think in an all-star game like this, especially because these kids are not professionals, and that they're playing.
Now. But we're saying not
th-
nearly enough.
there should be quicker whistles. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. You know, you're trying to, you know, give these guys a opportunity to make plays,
Mm-hmm.
but I think there should be quicker whistles.
Yeah. This is where you want the Honolulu Pro Bowl whistle, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there should just be. Let me know when it comes back on, and I'll reshare it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, there should. I mean, the whistle should be fast. I mean,
Yep. No, it should be a lot faster than this. If you got multiple quarterbacks going down to injury.
Yeah.
Like who's coaching over there? Buddy Ryan?
Oh, someone said Vince has several offers, highlighted by St. Francis in Pittsburgh.
Another big play by Dennis.
But in PA, in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You see what I said? Another big play by Dennis.
Oh yeah. So it's back on. Let me reshare it again.
Mm-hmm. Big gainer. Got him down to the 10.
Let's see if we. What sucks is we don't know how much time is left. It's got to be close, right?
Yeah. You know what they need to do over there, and I don't know, maybe someone that can speak on it. I was just there recently too.
Oh,
hard. Oh. Wow. He got hit hard again.
Oh, they got to go. They run out of time. Oh, come on.
They have no timeouts?
Yeah, because they're yelling to get back on the football.
Oh, no.
Oh, he spiked it.
Wow. I don't know if they've changed it, but there's no scoreboard over there.
Yeah.
Or at least no good scoreboard.
Do they have a bigger? You've been there for a lacrosse all-star game. Did they have a scoreboard for that?
I was trying to remember. I was just there for my daughter's lacrosse thing the other day, or before the break. I don't remember seeing. I'm going to look when I'm there next week. But they used to. You remember they used to use that small little.
Yeah,
I league scoreboard.
Yeah, I do remember that.
I mean, if you're gonna have big events like this, you gotta pony up the money. You need to tell Alex Ovechkin and his buddies, you gotta fork up the cash.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Big play right here, right? A smaller in the far corner. Little motion. Keep him up.
Take a shot, Cameron.
Oh, he's open.
Got him.
You got him. Touchdown. Touchdown, Virginia.
Wow. You can see why Temple likes that kid.
Yeah, there's Coach Overton right there. Coach Overton usually has the vest and the long sleeves and the hat.
Yeah.
That's very much the way he rolls.
Mm.
Yeah.
You can see. I mean, that he's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
that was a hell of a throw.
So Virginia, huh? It looks like they're probably taking the lead into the half.
Lead at half. Look at that. Maryland had all the momentum, but not so fast.
Yeah.
I wonder how many. Let me look at that roster again. How many?
So this is one of those like automated cameras, because right now we're currently staring at. Yeah.
The corner of the end zone.
I know who called that play. What do you mean? What? Someone says I'm laughing because I know who called that play. Like who called the play? Like who called? Are you just saying like who called the play?
No, I think he's saying like he knows who the person who dialed up that play was. It's probably what you're saying was like the receiver.
Oh, really?
It wasn't Coach O. It was somebody else. Maybe one of the receivers. Maybe the quarterback himself dialed it up.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at how many kids from Fairfax County, Arlington County, Alexandria. You know, so you got Hayfield, South County. These are the publics right now that I'm doing.
Yeah.
The publics. Hayfield, South County, Hayfield, Osborne Park, Marshall, Hayfield, Osborne Park. That was the other Jefferson. You said Thomas Jefferson earlier.
Yeah. Oh, that's TJ, right? Well, they're going for 2.
Going for 2, baby. And did they get it? They got it, right?
Yeah.
Can't tell. Yeah.
That's on
maybe.
point. Like, you're welcome. So you're saying it was not Coach Overton who called that play? It was somebody else?
I wonder who it was one of the other positional coaches.
Yeah.
West Springfield.
Sounds like Sports Highlights. Sports Highlights has an inside track in the into the Hayfield.
Yeah, Sports Highlights knows he knows his Hayfield.
Yeah.
They bring him on as a guest when we cover Hayfield games next year. Which, by the way, one thing we'll talk about here, we might as well. It's halftime, and we got the Coach Overton and company are calling, or they're the coaches here.
Yeah.
They've been all over the news, and they've been doing the rounds on all the podcasts. We've had people ask us, you should get them on the podcast, on our podcast. And you and I, we'll throw this out there, see what people think. You and I said this, I think it's low-hanging fruit now to get them on the show and say, hey, let's talk about last year and talk about, the Fairfax. I don't want to talk about Fairfax Times.
Yeah.
But you and I have talked about the idea of having them on the show, or having Coach O on the show and talking about what's next.
Next year.
I want to spend the show talking about beyond. I don't want to talk about the past.
Yeah.
And I think that's a new twist on the show.
I think Coach Overton's kind of got what he wanted to say out there, which is good. I mean, he's done it twice. Yeah, he's got a chance to express exactly what was on his mind and the things from his perspective. We obviously were fed the other side all year, and now I think let's kind of talk about what Hayfield football is going to look like moving forward, right? I mean,
100%. I mean, things that we want to talk about. Will you stay at Hayfield if there's a 2-year ban? Would you stay?
Yeah.
Because he said in one of the interviews that the ban still is there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he said they're working on that.
Right. Sports High says he refs. Are you the head ref? I know we had someone reach out to us who walked by and said they want to be on the show, and we for sure are looking for referees to come on and just kind of talk about officiating here in Virginia.
Yeah, we had the one of the assistant to the head of referees. It was the assistant, the main assistant. And he said he was going to reach out to us in an email. He never did.
Yes.
But he said he wanted to talk to us about being on the show, and we'd love to have the officials on the show. So.
Oh, sure. Sports Highlights. If that is you who approached us, or if if you'd like to have some referees come on, just kind of talk about what you guys look for. I mean, I'm sure no one really talks to the refs about kind of what you guys do, and I'd be fascinated to talk to you guys, and I'll be honest, I'm not going to talk to a lot of officials before, but. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree. And positive stuff. We're not talking.
Yeah.
Come up here and say, there was a game and you messed up a call. But I don't care about that stuff. I want to talk about positive stuff.
We are not going to yell at you.
Right, and promoting it too. I mean, because I know you need more quality refs.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the other problem, right? Is
right. So
the amount of referees around.
However you guys want to do it, we'd love to reach out to us.
Yeah.
Email NovaFootballPodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, I ref both football and basketball. I'm not the one about you, just a regular guy who is in the know. I talk to all these coaches. Okay. Well, we're looking for officials to come on and talk about officiating and all the stuff that they go through, and I think it would be pretty cool to kind of talk to the zebras, right? Talk to
it'd be great.
Yeah. So we got about 15 minutes or so.
Yeah. Look. But the one thing we were talking about before we started talking about that was talking about, beyond, right? The 2-year ban with Hayfield is a big thing.
Yeah.
And if that's still going on, and I'm not speculating anything. Coach Overton, in the interview that he just did, he said that as of right now, this was the Nova. It was not Nova. It was the Virginia one.
Yeah.
That one, he said that right now. The ban still exists, but they're working on trying to get rid of it.
Yeah.
But I'd like to know if the ban still exists, would you stay?
Right.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
And if you leave, Do you think could there be? I mean, could be a mass exodus.
Right.
Again, you'd be speculating because you wouldn't know, and people aren't going to tell you that. But
Yeah.
speculating, do you think? Because he could have speculated at Freedom that people were going to leave if he left there. So I'm curious, would he speculate that people would leave there?
Speaking of NT positions, right now, Hayfield is without a DSA. They are currently hiring
That's the other thing.
DSA, right?
And I mean, because if I'm the coach at a school where the DSA just got, whatever we say, resigned, whatever. But I would, in my mind, I'd think, they're bringing a new guy in. What if he wants to go another way?
Yeah,
which is always a possibility.
The big hires you make, right, as a DSA is your football coach and maybe your basketball coach, depending on the place. Yeah. Obviously, Hayfield is not getting rid of their basketball coach anytime soon.
Right. So and so all these more about the future scheduling.
Yeah.
Are you talking about? So I guess he probably already planned the 2-year.
Yeah.
Right. That's the new one coming up, and everyone's kind of got it now. For the most part, I would assume etched in stone. For the most part.
Yeah.
And I'd be curious to know about that. All that kind of stuff. You talked about out-of-state games more, or going down south more, not in a scrimmage, but in a real game.
Right.
Again, talking about the future, not talking about the past. I don't care about the past.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I think both.
Well, I wonder if people would be interested in that, or do people? I guess people just maybe people just want low-hanging fruit, and they want.
I think it's a dead horse, right? I mean,
yeah, I would think most people were just like that. I don't want to talk about. I don't want to listen to Fairfax Times talk for the next hour. That's just to me it's boring. I don't know.
Well, he got again. I'll go back to what I said before. He got his story out there from his side of the story, which we didn't get a chance to hear. He got there twice. I mean, how many times do you want to hear it? I mean, you've heard it once, you heard it twice. I mean,
right.
I think we both heard what he had to say, and I saw York peppermint patty.
York peppermint patty. Are you a peppermint patty guy?
Oh, I like York peppermint patty.
So, junior mints or peppermint patties?
If you're at the movie theater, it's junior mints, right? It's one of the things, right? If you're at a movie theater, it's junior mints.
What are you gonna do? Eat one peppermint patty?
Although, so going back to movie theater, I like M&Ms and popcorn. M&Ms and popcorn are legit. That is that's pretty good.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So just reached out to Adam Schefter of Nova, Carl Frederick. He said he's gonna try and get. Oh, sorry, wrong one. That was Ambrose. Sorry.
Come on, before the half.
Yeah.
Sorry. There's my dog. He's with my wife.
Look at that. Your dog did not escape.
Not. Is it snowing outside? Huh? Was it snowing? No. I guess I'm being. I'm unlike you. I'm not eating off screen. I'm just chewing away right here, right in front of everybody.
Thank you. I have to go upstairs. Okay. Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Yeah. Everyone's listening to you.
Sorry.
Hey, it's halftime. It's okay.
All right. See, I wish we knew how much time we had before the half.
Yeah, no clock. I wish we had a reporter on the scene at the game. That would help, wouldn't it? Oh, wait a minute, we do. And he's at the snack bar right now having hot chocolate and
I think I said before that cafe is jam packed every time I've been there.
It is, and it's not worth it at all. No offense to the lovely people at the St. James, but I've gone there. I'm like, eh.
You've had better.
The line's an hour long. I don't need that.
Let me ask you, Mr. Nova. Before the St. James was there, what was there?
Man, that's a good question. That's old. That's old warehouses and stuff, isn't it?
I don't know. I didn't live here before.
I thought you looked this up and you had the answer.
No, I'm asking you because I want to get the lowdown.
But you can tell by the industrial stuff around it. Like, that's all industrial warehouse crap. Now, a little further down, the FCPS main office was down there.
Was it really?
Yeah. It was an old elementary school. Now it's something else, like an IT center or something for the county.
Yeah, well, I did know that because there. I mean, a couple of times we had 7-on-7s. I thought about parking there because I had my NCS. Oh, hey, there's Carl.
Hey, there he is.
I was getting food when you guys were texting me.
You waited in that long line for the food?
Yeah, chicken tenders and fries. You can never go wrong with that.
That's right.
Little chicken tendies, huh?
Yeah, got to feed it.
All right, so what do you got, Carl? What are some
entertaining here?
what are some of your takeaways here from the first half?
What's that?
Give us some takeaways from the first half.
Like after the first quarter, it was still like the second quarter was more discombobulation, but both Virginia's offense seems to finally have a hold on things. That last drive there, Cameron Boykin, the Temple commit, had some really nice throws. One to Ordonez that got the drive going, and then a couple to DJ Moore. I'll be right there. Just go right. Yeah. Telling my photographer. I forgot where our seats were. So, but no, Virginia started to settle in that last drive there, and Boykin he made a couple of really nice throws, including the one right before halftime to DJ Moore, and we have a 7-5 or 8-5.
7-5, right? Oh, I know. Good question. Did they get that 2-point conversion? I don't know.
I stepped out right before that too because they must have. I mean, but the scoreboard.
I think they got it.
Like the score, they must have gotten it. But the scoreboard, and the clock operator have been all over the place. Like after Maryland got that safety in the first half, it was for a couple minutes. It was 6-0 when it should have been 5-0. So, yeah.
Is it still a rinky dink? Is it still like a rinky dink scoreboard over there? Or do they have a good scoreboard now?
No, it's still the same rinky-dink scoreboard, and they're still they don't have actual officials there controlling the clock. The clock keeps running. They've had to reset it a couple of times. But I think the second half you're going to see some more entertaining things. I think Virginia started to settle in there, like I said, offensively that last drive. Now we'll be curious to see what they do at quarterback. I guess they're going to have to ride it out with Boykin. He took a couple of hits there too. This game's getting a little different.
He did. He really did. Right at the end there, he took a big shot.
This getting a little chippy here. I mean, the crowd's filling in, and St. James has this beautiful restaurant here, but it has a full bar. I don't know if that's a good idea for a high school football game because people were, all over at the bar there at halftime, and it's their money. So I got a feeling this second half. This happened in the Virginia Academy game with Mount Zion. Like the first half was kind of dormant, and then the second half really picked up, and things got pretty wild here in the stands. So I'll keep you posted about that. If I need you guys' tag team help, I'll phone it in if I need to.
Yeah, that could be fun. Mesa will come down out of the rafters like Sting.
Oh, please do. NWO Sting or which Sting?
Yeah. Well, sort of. NWO colors, black and white Sting, black and white.
Oh, okay, yeah, definitely. That's got to happen.
The Crow Sting.
Oh, the beautiful, the best Sting version there is. Yeah. So what do you guys think you might make it to that showcase next week, or is that going to be too far of a drive?
Yeah, it might be too far of a drive. Play it by ear right now. We'll see. You got some pretty good numbers though, right? I've seen some of the responses.
Yeah, with right now we're standing at about 65 RSVPs for the showcase next Sunday, and we should have Vic Castillo should be posting the college list. He was supposed to do it a week ago, but we're trying to get all the colleges in order. But we got some big schools that should be requesting scores, so we're pretty excited with the turnout. We're hoping it ends up around 80 plus, and then hopefully we'll bring back the showcase in May there too.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, looks like we're about to kick off here. Not to spoil it, we got about a minute till the third quarter kicks off, and it should be Virginia's ball to start the third quarter. So let's see if they can keep this momentum they had going offensively. Our guy Ordonez is just making plays though.
Oh, he's a stud. He's an absolute stud.
Yeah, and he's another one that I wrote about in my article today that he could, with a good outing tonight, could benefit greatly because there are college scouts here. So.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I mean, a guy like that, because his offer is from who?
He has one from St. Francis,
St.
I believe. That's his biggest one, but he also has some nice D2 opportunities. But you guys saw him up close, so he's a kid that could definitely play, in my opinion, low Division I football. And he's showing it today. That first catch he had to start this last drive was impressive stuff.
Well, we're gonna have Carl. Keep coming on the show, right?
Yeah.
Keep coming on the stream, and then we'll talk about this week and as far as our recordings this week and get you on.
All right, cool. I'll jump in a little bit with an update, guys.
All right, sounds good, buddy.
All right, later.
See ya.
That's the incomparable Carl Frederick. Nova's Adam Schefter. Can't beat it. And yeah, I'd like to get him on, this week, kind of talk about some things. I want to talk about some of these new hires this week. I do. And I think we'll see if we can get some of these new coaching hires on the show.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, it'd be interesting to talk to him. So all three of them are first-year coaches. None of these guys were recycled.
You're seeing that. You're seeing more of that.
Yeah. Where I felt like for a while, at least, from what I saw from FCPS, is a lot of recycled coaches. A lot of guys just kind of stop coaching and they flip flop back and forth, and it seems like and also that guard's getting kind of old, right? I mean, that guard's getting a little old, and so you're gonna start seeing an injection of.
Yeah, no, you're seeing it, and let's speculate. Let's just speculate just for a second. Let's say Langley goes to Pottinger. Pottinger, he'll have the Langley job. That's another brand new head coach.
Yeah, Justice will probably go to a brand new head coach as well.
Right. I mean, it's a new wave coming in, and and it stinks to be one of these guys who good coach, who you're being viewed as the recycled coach, and you're still a damn good coach. It sucks all around, right? You don't want that to happen, but at the same time, you are happy to see some young guys get a shot.
Yeah, which I think should happen, right?
Yes,
because the argument always is, well, I don't know if I'm going to go with that guy because he's never been a head coach before. Well, until someone gives him an opportunity, he'll never be able to show what he can and can't do, right?
Oh, 100%. So it's good to see it. It's a kind of a new era of Nova coaches.
There's new sheriff in town.
And his name is not Reggie Hammond.
His name is not Reggie Hammond.
So here we go. We got kickoff coming out here.
I am behind them because right now I still have them stretched in their stretching lines.
Well, yeah, but little butt kicks, little high knees, all that good stuff.
Little karaoke.
Dash PE class right there, buddy. Especially where that one guy was lollygagging doing his. That's exactly how the PE class looks.
Little butt kickers, some side lunges.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Some knee hugs.
Knee hug.
A little walking knee hug. Okay, so at halftime we were watching some of the kickers. They were booming the crap out of the ball. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
What I think is missing right now, and maybe this is where the all hitches comes in. We need an all hitches, kind of the skills challenge.
Oh, all hitches skills challenge.
The skills challenge. You need the kickers. The quarterbacks have to throw the old. You got to throw it to the marker. You got to hit the little thing. You got to hit with the chalk on the moving go-kart.
I'm like moving on. Yeah.
Right? I think we get some gators at the school, right? I think we can make this happen.
I think we could too.
It's a fundraiser.
Now the question is like insurance, right? Well, I guess because there's no contact.
Yeah, there's no contact. You're throwing
an obstacle course.
Yeah, you gotta have that. You gotta have the receivers have to catch a certain amount of balls.
Yeah.
Right. Really, you do the skills challenge. I think there are people who love that stuff.
What we should get, and the NFL doesn't do it anymore. Remember the fastest man in the NFL competition? God, every summer I'd be excited about watching.
God, me too. I love the fastest. You know what? That could be one of the events.
Yeah.
I like it. We're thinking outside the box now.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if St. James was smart, they would do that. They just throw money at everything.
Well, I mean, if they think
St.
they can
James
make
is going to take over the world.
if they think they can make money on it, I think they 100% will do it.
Yeah.
Right.
That would be fun. You do the race, you do the skills event, you do all that stuff. People love that stuff. Who doesn't? The NFL was a better product in the 80s and 90s.
But, I mean, it was more. Well, but then again, you had guys who still want to compete. I feel like NFL players don't want to compete all off season. Like they make a lot of money, and so I'll be right back. My dog is currently. Coach Richards asked. He says he can join us.
Yeah, I'm letting him know to do our next show for the interview.
Yeah, we'll talk to him about his plans for Herndon football.
Yeah, I mean, look, you're talking about that was the hot coaching commodity, man. That was.
It was. He's
definitely. What's the guy's name in Detroit? What's the guy's name?
Yeah, I know you're talking about Bill something, right? Is it Bill something?
I don't think it's Bill. He almost went to the Commanders.
Yeah. Right.
But Josh was that guy.
Yeah. Who else was a hot commodity as a coordinator for a lot of years?
Lovie Smith.
Lovie Smith. He was a big one.
He was the Rams.
Well, a lot of Patriots, right? A lot of Patriot assistant.
Yeah, but I think at some point people realized and stay away from the Patriot hires, right?
Well, I think Bill O'Brien wasn't bad. Bill O'Brien wasn't bad. I don't think
Bill
so.
O'Brien was not bad. I think what was bad was Charlie Weiss, Romeo Crennel, all those guys.
Charlie Weiss, Romeo Crennel, and then you had your own Patriot assistant. And
he kept getting opportunities, man. He was a disaster no matter where he went.
Yeah. All right, here we go. 1st and 10.
Look at that. Well, they're on a tear right now. Good old. I think is that Boykin in the quarterback right now. I think it is.
Oof.
Was that a designed run by the quarterback?
I think so. Cause I didn't see the receivers go out in the pattern.
Right now I feel like you and I looked at that like we were Temple coaches. Why are we doing a designed run, quarterback run right now in an All-Star game?
Yeah.
The defense is taking heads off. Not a fan.
Let's see what we got. So we got 2nd and long for the good old. I wonder. Do they have a nickname or is it just for Team Virginia?
That's a good question. There goes Boykin.
Oh, look at that! Ooh. Oh,
Jesus.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But that's the problem is that they're competing, right? You can't tell this kid's not to compete.
Yeah,
you can't tell him.
No, it's great. It's great to see. I'm looking at it like as I'm his future college coach.
Or if you're his parent, right? I mean, what if you're his dad right now, watching him being like, I don't know about that, coach.
Right. Well, I think if I was dad, honestly, what I would do, I think this is honest. I think I might. There's a handoff there. I might say just to check in. I get it if there's injuries, but I might go down and be like, hey, is the other quarterback okay? I would ask that, right? At least I want to know. You got to prepare yourself, right? So
yeah.
I say, is my guy in the rest of the game? I'm just curious. And at least mentally, you can prepare yourself for that. It looks like he is. It looks like Caleb West might be done for the night.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
That's unfortunate, right?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, another 2nd and long.
Yeah. See what they do here.
Empty. Oh, a little screen.
I like it.
Oh, look at that. But that's another thing. But that's another play where like everything has to be in sync. And if you haven't practiced that enough with those guys, like it's kind of hard to get together.
That's true. Yeah, that is true. But I'm impressed. I mean, I'm impressed with what he's done with the offense so far. I mean,
I got a little penalty too. Looks like.
That stinks, because they're starting to get a rhythm.
Yeah. Well, they have a lead, right? I mean, I keep on looking at this game like they don't have a lead, but they have a lead.
that way.
75. That was a great year, my friend.
75 was a great year.
75 was a
The
great
old,
year.
The pre-bicentennial. I think. There you go. There you go.
We threw it. Incomplete.
Incomplete. I do like him though. I like his poise. Go around a little bit. Up to 530 viewers right now, Mason.
Yeah, on Twitter. So I learned on Twitter that's how many people have checked in. Doesn't necessarily mean they're still here. That means that's 530
No,
people.
I think that's incorrect.
I looked it up and that's what it said.
Because I actually got off and then saw it go down one and then I got back on.
Well, when you're throwing up a stream that maybe people are just watching a little high school football. Are we punting? Oh no, we're still.
People. Oh, that's great, isn't it?
What's that?
That's the emergency. My wife just saw my Moe's Tavern phone. Gave me a look like, what is this? I think it's fantastic, isn't it? Who doesn't want a Moe's Tavern?
Now, does it come with a Bart Simpson prank call? I'm looking for
Yes.
Seymour Butts.
It does. It comes
Does it
with
really?
9 of them. It comes with 9. You press a number, and it'll do Seymour Butts. It'll do Seymour Heine.
Ivanicus.
It was Ivana Kiss-A-Man.
Ivana Kiss-A-Man. That was it.
I want to kiss a man. Anyone? I want to kiss a man. Anyone? I mean, that's hilarious. You know, the Simpsons back then when we were young, the Simpsons was really fun. It was edgy.
It was for sure.
And then it became not edgy anymore.
Yeah.
Family Guy kind of took that away from.
Well, no, South Park. South Park was first. South Park before Family Guy. Remember South Park came out and you're like, oh my god, dude, this is wild.
Why is my stream is off?
Maybe they caught wind of us.
Well, your stream is still on?
It is, yes. Right now we have Maryland on offense.
I'm going to rely on yours then. But you paid money for this.
Well, let me throw it back on there for you, so you can take a look there.
No, but that's crazy that my stream is off.
Oh, Maryland's moving. Big first down.
Let's see here.
Oh, wait. Oh, do we have a fight? Come on.
That wouldn't be good.
Come on now. Let me cut this off. I don't.
Okay, I'm back on now. I don't know why. It wasn't the stream. It was just my. It is a fight.
Yeah, but again, I mean, kids are competing, right?
You're gonna get a little,
Yeah.
a little scuffle here and there.
I'm sure there's a lot of, and you're getting coached by coaches you don't have, long-term relationships with, right? So I mean, it's kind of hard to, you barely know the kids, right? I mean, after 3 days of school, how many kids do you know at your class?
Yeah. Right.
I mean, you know a lot of them. So I mean, it's kind of hard, to kind of gauge that. Now, Virginia was running off the field like they got a turnover.
They were, weren't they?
They were. So I am curious.
They kind of broke it. The referees are talking about it now.
Yeah. So you got a timeout there on the field.
Not a whole lot happened. So, all right.
No.
So, while we have a little
Break
game here, talking about this week in the show. So we're gonna get back to our 2 episodes a week.
Yep.
And we're looking to have this week. We're gonna have definitely at least one of the new hires, probably good old Josh Richards.
Yeah.
Coach Herndon on the show and talk about that. And then later in the week, we will probably release one of our college coach episodes.
Right. The other thing I'm curious about is with the Yorktown coach is as much as I'd imagine he's going to try to keep things relatively the same. What's he going to do different? I'd imagine he's going to want to put his own kind of stamp on. I mean, he's probably going to go rock the boat, but I mean, he doesn't want to just be. I mean, I don't think you can just be Bruce Hanson, right? I don't think you can be just him, right?
No, well, let's again. We got time, and this is what we do. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the fact that you and I both know a lot, and I'm not saying this is the case with Coach Hicks.
Yeah.
Not saying it's the fact with Coach Hicks, but other coaches. We see it all the time across the country, from Long Beach to Main Street here in Fairfax, across the world. Coaches get hired who are defensive coordinators, and they say, you know what? I've always wanted to play with the offense.
Yeah.
Give me that offense.
All the time.
So to your point, is Coach Hicks going to say, hey, you know what? We got an OC. He's going to run the offense the way he always ran it. Or is he going to be like, hey, because I feel like a lot of coaches at a lot of schools from the NFL, not the NFL, from college on down, a lot of guys want to run the offense.
Oh, a lot of guys dancing around. This is going to get chippy. I got a feeling like we may not seen the last fight.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, your guy Mike Nolan did it. Remember Mike Nolan?
Yeah. Wore the suit.
Mike Nolan was wearing the suit, and he was trying to call the offense. And he was a D guy.
Yeah. It always happens, right? I mean.
So, again, it'll be interesting to see. We'll ask the guy. We're going to have Josh Richards, a D coach, a coach who really made his name on defense, and we called him the genius D coordinator this past year.
Yeah.
But maybe Josh wants to play around with the offense. We don't know. We're going to find out.
Right. And when you're the head coach, no one can tell you no, right?
That's right. You've been waiting your whole life to do this.
Let's see.
That'll be something that we kind of talk about and inquire about.
Big third down coming up here for Virginia. I mean, after a turnover, right? You got to do something. I mean, going 3 and out, it's not exactly what you want to do, right? Do we have a penalty? We're walking backwards.
Yeah, it's a lot of walking backwards. Is it a running clock? This game's going to last forever.
I don't know. That first half lasted long. That first half was over an hour.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
I mean, we're almost at 2 hours now, and we're only in the third quarter. This is only the second drive of the third quarter. Is that a catch? Well, it looks like it is a catch. He's marking it like it's a catch, right?
Yeah, he is marking it like it's a catch. Well, we'll see what happens here. It's still 4th and 9.
Oh yeah. Well, was it 4th or was it 3rd? I think it was 3rd because of the penalty.
Maybe it was 3rd. Yeah, it's 3rd. Do you have an Oculus?
My daughter does.
Right. Then yes, you have an. That means you have an Oculus. Who's paying the bills? You're paying the bills.
Another incomplete pass.
No, the reason I say that is because I played some game. I played a boxing game recently on that thing. It was freaking
awesome. Yeah. My daughter has Rocky on there or Creed.
Oh, Creed.
Yeah.
No, I was playing some other game. Like, I don't know, it's fight something, fight night, fight whatever. Dude, I'm sore. I was shadow boxing for like forever.
Yeah.
That thing. I'm just
the Creed game she has, you can fight Rocky opponents. You can fight.
Can you fight other people too? Like she could get and fight me, right?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a multiplayer game. I just know that you can fight like Ivan Drago or Clubber Lang or Apollo Creed or Rocky.
Can you be Clubber Lang?
I think you can. Yeah.
Because I always wanted to be Clubber Lang.
So I used to always have this argument, and I've always been the minority. I've always said, maybe we've talked before, I think Clubber Lang could have beat Ivan Drago.
I mean, it's possible. Did Clubber Lang have the chin that Rocky had? Rocky had a hell of a chin.
Yeah. Well, Clubber Lang didn't go down because of his chin. He just punched himself out. Now I was watching Rocky 4, oddly enough, and in round 2 against Apollo couldn't hit him. Like Ivan Drago kept on moving his head, and he couldn't hit him. And I think we can all agree. Speed was part of Apollo's game, right?
Yeah, that's true. You're saying Drago could not hit Apollo?
No, Apollo was trying to hit Drago, and he was just flailing at him, and Ivan Drago was moving his head, and then he, does the thing where he tosses him into the ring and then starts beating the hell out of him.
Kind of a dirty fighter.
Because I always said I don't think that because of Clubber's power that if Ivan Drago would have stood there and tried to go toe to toe with him, I think Clubber would have had a chance to put him down.
Yeah, Clubber Lang was Mike Tyson, right?
Yeah.
He was kind of Mike Tyson-ish. He wanted to take you down early.
Well, he was.
Deep ball, he's got him. Oh, something happened.
Somebody dropped it.
Yeah.
Well, he was second half Mike Tyson, right? Because Mike Tyson early on was not a knockout artist.
Well, what do you mean early on?
Early on, like he'd go to the body, he'd box. Good head movement,
but he was still, but he was finishing you off though. Early.
He was, but I feel like Tyson from
he was a more complete fighter early in his career. Yeah,
Tyson from Buster Douglas on was just looking for that one shot.
You could even argue before a little bit before Buster Douglas.
Maybe Spinks,
right? He started to get a little, The argument against Tyson's always, and I'm a Tyson guy. You know that. I got him somewhere right here. I'm a Tyson guy, but the argument is for some that era of heavyweight was kind of weak.
No, I mean I agree. It looks like Maryland. It looks like they're moving the pocket a lot. I think they figured out like dropping back is not the way to go in this game. They're starting to roll out a lot.
I wonder how many Riverdale Baptist guys played for the Maryland team.
Well, if their coaches are on the team, I guess it's quite a few, right?
Oh, are there coaches on that team?
That's what someone said in the chat that Riverdale Baptist coaches are.
Yeah, for sure. Then
I guess it's quite a few.
Yeah, for sure.
But I do agree that the heavyweight division was not great. Although, when has the heavyweight division been great? Post, Ali, Frazier, Norton. I feel like it hasn't been great since then.
No, but I mean, come on. I mean, like later in his career, when there was Evander and Riddick Bowe and Lennox Lewis, it became a little bit better. Larry Holmes, like an old beat up Larry Holmes, was still like a kind of a contender, like at the Tyson's prime.
I think we got what we would like to have seen is a complete Tyson fighting as Holyfield and Riddick Bowe, right? Although the other thing was though is that those guys were long and it was really hard to get inside against those guys, right?
More so Riddick, right? Those
guys.
Yeah, they call it super heavyweights, right? The era of super heavyweights. They were all like 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah.
Evander Holyfield, no, he was a light heavyweight that moved up. But Holyfield, he was just a banger.
Yeah. And
when I say banger, I mean head, elbows.
Yeah.
Like, he was crafty as hell.
And also iron chin, right?
Iron chin.
Yeah.
Iron chin.
Maryland on the move, right? Looks like they've got a little
here, but still, it's like you said, 7th inning stretch right now. 5. We're batting around right now. It's the 8th. It's just like not the but probably a better football game than people thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite the fireworks of an all-star game in that regard, but tough defense. Really.
I lost my stream.
You just got to reset it.
Yeah, there I got it.
Refresh it. Oh, he's taking a deep shot again. There it is. Nope. Did you get it? There's something.
No, because no one's moving.
No one's moving. A couple guys had their hands up for a while.
Now let me ask you. You're a boxing guy. Maybe we're breaking the action here. Is Lennox Lewis having the weakest chins of a heavyweight champ you've ever seen, or of a champ?
He did. He really did.
But the problem was you could never get to him, right? Because his jab was lethal. His jab was surgical.
Yeah.
He could just keep you away. You couldn't get inside, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they're walking. So apparently it was either PI or something, right? We're walking down the field. That was a problem, right? He had a glass chin, but because his jab was so good,
right,
you couldn't get inside. Because every time you tried to get inside, he would just batter you.
And his punching power was very underrated.
Yeah.
Because he laid you out with a couple punches, you were done.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw what he did to Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson had an underrated chin himself, by the way.
Yeah.
Because in those fights that Tyson lost, he took a freaking beating.
Yeah.
In those fights that he lost, it wasn't like Tyson never got caught with like one punch and went down.
Right.
When Tyson lost a fight, like in his those big fights, he just got beat and beat and beat. And usually it was like the 8th or 9th round he was done.
Yeah. Maryland on the move here. I think the second down.
Yeah, I mean they're in Virginia territory here. They just crossed over the Mason-Dixon line.
I mean they're looking. It's other than that one drive, man. Virginia just hasn't looked good. I think Maryland's looked just better offensively the whole time through, right?
I think they've been more consistent. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it looks like they have some kind of rhythm going, right?
Right. Yeah, Virginia had that that one good drive. Aside from that, now Virginia, you could argue they should be up 9 because they had that almost safety in the first quarter.
Yeah. Yeah.
They should have 9 points instead of 10 instead of 8. Do they have 8?
It's 8. It's 8. It's 8 to 5.
So you could argue they should have 10. It should be 10-5.
Now this is probably 4 down territory I went through, right? If you're Maryland,
you can actually see the clock for once. It's 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
Well, okay. Oh, there it is.
Look at that. Rinky-dink scoreboard though. It's
Well,
better from the varsity Letterman. He's gonna take a shot here. No, he's not.
Now they have a football field here at St. James. What is it really there for? Like to have a 100-yard football field? What was? I'm curious what the thought.
I think it was there for this.
Yeah.
They had a vision. I mean, they've been really pretty good about it. I think they should have done the bleachers. You made it a little bit wider. I mean, how much wider did it need to be? You should have done bleachers on both sides.
Right. Well,
Or at least one set of bleachers, right? Like 1 week set of bleachers on the other side.
We got some kind of call against. Oh no, we're at a timeout here.
And when you're spending that much money on a facility, I mean, how much more would just a little bit wider and another set of bleachers be?
Yeah, I think you're right. Although if you notice, the other sideline's not nearly as wide as the sideline towards the bleachers.
Oh, so no, it's not.
I'm curious for the other sports what that means. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. But they would have had to make it a little bit wider, get the bleachers in there, and you could have done a lot more.
Right.
I will say this, and they spared no expense, but let's see what he does here.
Ooh, good job. Good job.
But I think that field needs. It's pretty rough.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how much does he use, right? I mean, if they use it a ton, right?
They might need to bring in the old wood chips, and the olive pits. Get rid of the rubber.
The rubber. All right, this is a big down right here.
It is a big.
No! They're punting. Oh, it's a punt. Good hold by the Virginia defense. Nice job.
Yeah, Jeff Overton's D came to play. I
like to see Virginia can put together a drive here, right?
You might be able to put them away with the drive.
I think so too. Yeah, a two score. The way this game's going, a two score lead. Actually, I think you're right.
Right? You'll put them away with the big drive here.
Right.
Let's see if we can figure that out here.
Yeah, moving here. I wonder how many of these guys are gassed at this point.
Oh, I mean, extremely.
I can't imagine. They're I don't think these guys.
Those rosters. I mean, those. I know the roster was big, but in terms of it's not very. There's not a lot of kids there on the sideline.
No, well, I mean, right? Carl said that there was only 30 kids on the Maryland sideline, right?
Yeah. Well, it was a long way to travel in that cruddy weather. So.
Well, this wow, they pinned them. Holy smokes! Are they at the one?
They had Ray Guy punting that thing.
Yeah. You throw. I think you got to throw it out of here, right? I don't think you can trust the run game at this point, can you?
Yeah, you try and run it out of there, you're gonna get a safety. You're right. I agree with you. They're on the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
Who's punting for the Maryland team? That's a pretty good punt.
Yeah, it goes back out.
Oof. Oh man.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
That's our guy. That's our guy.
Hey.
I think some of these college coaches might have signed him up.
Yeah, nice job. That's big, right? I mean, just getting out of that position, right?
That's our guy, or Dennis.
Yeah, he's pretty talented. I mean,
oh, he's a stud, absolute stud.
Hopefully, they said the St. Francis one he has now, right? So he has St. Francis is a Division I team.
St. Francis is Division I, yeah. St. Vincent.
Do they play with that Holy Cross League? Is that where they're at?
St. Fran. I don't know. That's a good question. Look that up, I guess. It's like an almost Ivy, right?
I
don't know. It sounds like a good school.
All right.
Let's see here. It's in PA, right? It's in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Pennsylvania. That's what someone put in the chat.
Yeah, the Red Flash. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they're in Pennsylvania.
A little press there on the outside.
Oh, well, that's our guy.
So I always wonder in these All-Star games. I've never coached in one. Is eventually, Overton has an idea what Dennis can do because he's coached him all season.
Right.
Is he more comfortable calling plays for him because he's like,
for sure. I think you're right.
I know in this situation, this is what he can do, is what he can't do. Right.
Yeah, I think you're right. Comments kind of stopped coming in.
Yeah. I noticed that too. We got 6 people watching there on YouTube, and then on 634 is how many views we have on. He threw a pick.
No, he did not. Almost though.
Oh, look, Dennis is like, I'm all by myself.
Oof.
Again, I'll go back to what I said. Just kind of though, knowing where the reads are, right?
Yeah. I'm surprised. I'm going to say it again, but if they're down to one quarterback, I don't know where. Maybe someone's out of town for vacation or whatever, but I'm surprised that French didn't play.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That would have given the coaching staff a quarterback that they were familiar with.
Especially with their system, right? We got a punt here. We got a punt here for Virginia. Oh.
Let's see if he can match the punt.
I mean, just got to have about a 70-yard punt in order to match that. Are they starting on their side of the 50? Oh goodness. It's Carl back.
What's up? So we're just finishing up. Yep, that's the end of 3. Still an 8-5 ball game. It seems that Virginia's really clamping down defensively. Maryland's had their chances. In terms of the field position, Maryland's certainly winning that, but Overton's defense is, locked in. no surprise there.
Or Dennis is really tearing it up, isn't he?
Oh my God! You see that last catch he had for about 15 yards or so?
Yeah.
He's a stud. I mean, they had a chance too to get him there on that third down conversion that Boykin missed. Ordonez was on the left side of the field, wide open. Wide
Yeah.
open. That would have been a
I
big
saw
game.
that.
We were all yelling for him to make a find go through his reads. But I think they'll go back to that here when they get the ball back. I can't believe it's only an 8-5 ball game. I'm pretty sure last year it was like 40-37 or something like that.
Yeah, this is wild.
Yeah. Not a lot of offense so far. There's been chances, but as you'd expect, there's a lot of penalties, a lot of drop snaps, protection issues. I thought Virginia had a hold with their offensive line, but they really struggled that last series there. But let's give Maryland credit. They got studs too.
Yeah, that's true.
Studs across the board.
Does it look like a lot of these kids are gassed? I'd imagine a lot of these kids have got to be pretty tired.
They're doing a good job hiding it, with all these people here. I'll say that. But I think in the fourth quarter, Coach, that's really going to come into play. We're about to start the fourth quarter here. I don't want to play spoiler anymore, but I'll jump back on with you guys here at the end of this game. So I think the fourth quarter is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
All right, Carl.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy.
Guys.
Okay, so we're at. Let me look at my screen here. So we know at the end of the fourth. Are we? Look here. Oh, this must still be the third quarter, right? All right. So let's see. Oh no, this is the start of the fourth. It looks like we're even now, because here we are at the start of the fourth. I don't think we're.
Yeah, we're pretty close, right? It's pretty close.
Yeah, Maryland is switched sides because Virginia was going that way beforehand.
Yeah. I mean, this is a big drive for Maryland. I mean, look where they're starting this drive at.
Right. We'll see, right? I mean, although I felt like early on, Maryland was kind of throwing deep shots. It looked like they were, yeah.
All right, we got too many stoppages in play here. Let's keep this going here. Come on.
St. Francis, FCSU, in Loretta, Pennsylvania. Last season they played Eastern Michigan, Wagner, Kent State, CCSU. I don't know what that is.
CCSU,
Yeah.
Coastal Carolina State University.
Oh, Robert Morris. Of course, in Carolina State.
I made that up. There's no state unit.
I don't know. Sound pretty good.
It did sound pretty good, but I don't know what it is.
Oh, here we go. Maryland.
That was a nice run by the Maryland quarterback. Maryland quarterback who can run. We'll just call him Lamar Jackson.
Let me ask you: if Maryland wins this game and Virginia can't score, will there be any silent dinners between the Overton brothers at all?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a big run. It's a big run.
Touchdown.
Wow. Touchdown by Jamal Lewis, the Maryland running back. I'm just going to name old Baltimore Ravens because I don't have the roster. Wow. Good run. Hell of a run.
Yeah. But they
comes out. Matt Stover comes out. Or Justin Tucker. Justin Tucker will come out to kick.
They had kind of looked like they had. Oh wait,
it's coming back.
That's coming back.
Oh, that's a dagger for Maryland. That's a big penalty.
Yeah, it is. Oh, that hurts.
That was a good run too.
Yeah, but Maryland's been able to move the ball pretty well the whole game.
Yeah.
Wait, so what's the call? Why are they? They're still moving forward. Was it a hold downfield?
Yeah, it must have been. Man.
This is
absolutely brutal.
Although they're still driving, right? And actually, a field goal ties it.
Yeah, field goal ties it. You got to figure you got an all-star team. You got a good kicker. No rush.
Right.
So there shouldn't be any, and you're indoors. There shouldn't be any kicking issues for the most part.
Right.
Looks like about 11 minutes to go in the game. I don't know if that. Oh, we were cut off there. It looked like.
What do you mean?
Were we cut off? Were we cut off there, or was that the? Maybe not, I don't know.
I'm not trying to stream. Is that your dog that I can hear like tap dancing on the floor?
Yeah, he was over there. Yes, that is correct.
Okay. I didn't know if maybe we're having rain or look outside there. Well, here we go. Inside the red zone for Maryland. Oh, big stop. Look at that.
Huge stop.
I mean, they've come to play for sure. I have pause. There we go. Yeah, I still am surprised too about the no huddle. I figured in the All-Star game you huddle up so that way you make sure you talk to everybody. Everybody know what to do. A lot of shuffling guys in and out. I'm curious how they delve out playing time in these All-Star games.
That's a good question. I mean, well, they had a couple of practices. They kind of got to see who was sharp, who wasn't. But I think now.
Oh, the Maryland quarterback on the run. Is that a first down?
Now, that was a little slow, though. Is that their feet or is that ours?
I don't know.
You saw how it was delaying.
Yeah. Score. The score is currently 8-5, right? 8-5.
8-5. Tell them 8-5. Top of the ninth.
8-5. 8-5.
8-5. Top of the ninth. Here we go. That's a quarterback keeps it, and good run. Good run.
Touchdown.
Wow. That was a hell of a run. That was a hell of a run. Vinny Testaverde with the nice little run there for Baltimore. Remember, he was their quarterback when they opened up as an expansion team.
Who was?
Vinny Testaverde.
Oh, he was. Yeah, he was.
He was. Ted Marchabroda.
That's right. You were living here. You were living here when the Ravens came when Baltimore got a football team again.
They played the Raiders in their first home game.
Did they really?
Yeah. They had Ernest Biner.
Now, was that stadium already built when they got here?
Ooh. Did they play their first game at the? No, I think they played. That's a good question. Did they play at the old stadium for that first game? They might have, right?
At whatever the stadium, Memorial Stadium.
I think they might have played that first year at Memorial Stadium.
Okay, all right, PAT, good. So we are now 12-8.
12-8. Oof. Yeah, that's the stream that you had. That must be yours because I don't have that issue.
What's that? Oh, or pixelates.
Your connectivity, yeah, because
that and they may be checking us for illegal streaming. So
yeah, all 5 people who stream the event. It'd be really easy to check.
Oh, it says their first season was at Memorial. Their first season was at Memorial.
Okay.
From Keith Parks.
That's what I thought. I remember watching that game. They beat the Raiders. They always beat us back then. We had some good years. We had some recently, but they always beat us back then. I went to the first Raiders-Ravens game in the new stadium.
Okay.
They beat us in that one. We had Jeff George at quarterback. Jeff George. Gruden year 1.
Where was Memorial Stadium?
Like where?
I mean, like was it near Camden Yards? Where was that? Do you remember where?
I've never been to their stadium. Now isn't that Stevenson College?
I don't know.
What's the one that Luke went to? And we had a bunch of Woodson kids go there to play.
But that's in Maryland.
Yeah, that school's in Maryland.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought Stevenson was in.
Yeah, and when that coach came and talked to us,
According to Keith Parks, it's in the hood.
okay. Well, that coach, one of their coaches, I think that's Stevenson College, and I remember that coach coming over and talking to us, and that was one of the selling points of the kids that you got to play in an old NFL stadium, you got to play in an old NFL locker room.
Stevenson is in Baltimore, or is that just where they play their games? Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, I doubt they would. Yeah, it's got to be near Baltimore because I doubt they'd have too far of a trip for their games.
I was unaware that was a thing. All right. Oh, he said this gentleman Keith Park says he worked at the last game, and fans took everything. All right, here we go. Big drive, right, from Maryland for Virginia. Oh, what happened? Starting at the 35.
It's like a penalty. Big drive, though. You're right. It's a big drive with roughly, it looks like 7 minutes to go ish. I can't tell.
Ooh.
8 minutes to go. I can't really tell.
Well, especially because Maryland's been able to move the ball pretty well.
Yeah.
Ooh, apparently there is blitzing. Oh, he picked him off.
Oh no.
Oh
no. Oh man. And they're doing a celebration.
Coach Law says it's in Owing Mills, not far from Baltimore.
All right. Owing Mills. Coach Law, welcome aboard, sir.
Is that near Potomac Mills?
Nowhere near Potomac Mills, brother. Nowhere near Potomac Mills. Derek Law, the Herndon coach.
Yeah, another Herndon coach in the house.
Hot topic of a conversation around these parts in the next 2 days when we do our interview with Josh Richards, the new Herndon coach.
Yeah. All right.
That got called back.
No, Maryland has football.
No, the return.
Oh, the return. No, because they just ran to the end zone and did the NFL thing. I think Maryland's about to ice this game.
Okay, you never know. Make a stand here.
If they score, game's over, right?
If they score, it could be game over. I think I would agree with you there.
How much time? I can't see. How much time we got?
We got
that clock's moving, right?
Yeah, it's got to be like 7 minutes to go, 8 minutes to go. That's not good. That's not good for them.
No, and they run the ball really well.
They haven't been able to drive the ball.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying Maryland's run the ball really well.
Oh yeah, they're driving the ball, fantastic.
They're gonna start.
That's not good.
Try to think. Field goal makes it 7-point game. Am I still on with you? Oh, it says your thing said reconnecting.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah.
Let's see what my Wi-Fi looks pretty strong. Not really sure what's going on. It's the snow. It's the ice and the snow.
Yeah.
It's messing with the fiber optics. I mean, they gotta
penalty?
stand. Look, they gotta make a stand here, and they gotta get the ball and score. All right, Matt Hasselbeck style. We want the ball. We're gonna score.
Right or wrong, they got to make a stand.
I mean, that's it.
I will not let the what movie is that from?
Right there. Ooh, that's huge. Huge sack.
What movie is that from? What movie is that from? We got to make a stand. Oh, it makes a big speech.
I don't know if you were going to say this will not stand, man.
No. What movie is that from?
What will not stand?
No.
That's on the one.
Oh, it's Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I will not let something in my life. I'm gonna make a stand. I'm gonna make a stand, and then the American starts kicking the Ferrari.
I mean, it looks like 7 minutes to go. I can see that.
Yeah.
I think. Unless it says 3 minutes ago. But I think
Third down.
I mean, look, they've hung their hat on the D all day. Jeff Overton's pressed all the right buttons. Just one more time. Here you go. Oh, he's going deep. Put the game on ice.
No, incomplete.
Pass. Here you go. You got your wish. You got the ball back.
Was that fourth down?
Well, no, now it's fourth.
No, I'm saying is this fourth down? Is there a punt?
Yeah, it's fourth now. It's probably about. I mean, I don't know for certain because it's hard for me to see, but I feel like it is. Which is a tough situation for them. What do? You try and do a little Ray Guy? Yeah, they're going to punt it. They're going to punt it.
Well, he's been pinning them at the freaking 1 yard line.
Yes, yeah. They're bringing in Shane Hannibal Leckler in there. Got it. Whoever drafts the Raiders punters all these years, let that guy draft everything.
Speaking of, if you lose, where are you guys picking?
It depends on other. There's so many teams tied. Let's see what this guy can do it again. If he does it again, this guy's a Hall of Fame punter. I can't tell.
They're buried. They're not going to the 20.
They're not. Oh my God.
What? So he's putting them out to the 5.
6 yard. This guy's a. Listen, these college coaches don't come back with any names. They need to come back with a Maryland punter's name. I like this guy. I mean, really, outside of some of the defensive play, that's probably the best player on the offensive side for each team, the punter.
It's my kind of punter, Wally.
My kind of punter. I like this punter, Wally.
All right, here we go.
This is it. This is what we've been waiting for, buddy.
At what point is this 4 down territory if you're Virginia?
Oh no, it's definitely 4 down territory now, no matter what.
Good run on first down for Virginia.
Good run. Needed it. Yeah, you got to figure. Yeah, it's too bad there wasn't 3 quarterbacks. Now I don't know what the rule is. Not the rule, but I don't know what they decided. If they were just content with 2, maybe the third quarterback couldn't make it because of the weather. But you got to figure if they had a third quarterback, he'd probably be playing right now.
Yeah. A little tight formation, little bunch, playing a little bunch right there.
Ooh.
Oh, run the football again. Oh, look at that.
Well, so look, you want to score, and you want to kill clock. Don't let them score.
Right.
That's my John Maddenism right there.
Well, I think now where they're at, if they get to the 30, it's 4 down territory moving forward, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think. What are we at? It's first down right now. Can't tell that clock though. It's kind of aggravating.
Yeah. Well, you can't see it right now, right? It's not in view.
Okay, he's throwing. Oh, he's taking a shot. Well, they wanted the PI. You can see that. They wanted the PI. They didn't get it, but they wanted it. Yeah.
I don't think that's Coach Overton calling the plays.
Calling the offense.
Yeah, because hey, why is that guy got to walk out to the 10-yard line? You know how many times I've been yelled at about walking out that far in the.
Well, they're talking to the Maryland player.
No, the coach was talking to his looked like the
No, I'm talking about the coaches right there were talking to the Maryland guys.
So. What is this?
Throwing it again. You better run. You better get out of there, Boykin. Oof. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oof.
Oh, it's Hayfield's OC is what Coach Law is saying. I thought Coach Overton's not the OC. Coach Law?
Well,
I thought Coach Overton was the OC.
You know how that works. You know how that works. I mean, yeah, OC, but the head coach really makes the the calls, and at least has veto.
Well, he's not anywhere near the offense. Like he's way on the. Well, maybe maybe it's on the headset.
Well, if he's smart, he's letting his OC his game, a season OC that called the offense and see what he could do. There it is.
Oh, it's open.
There it is.
Look at that.
Big play.
Can you see it? Can you get a time check? Can we get a time check from you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Coach Law. Jeff Overton is the DC for sure, but Do, I thought he was the OC.
Well, look, Dio as the head coach kind of calls everything if he wants. He does what he wants to.
Yeah.
You know? But on paper, Coach Chris is the OC.
Oh, okay.
Oof.
Ooh, they're flying around now.
It looks like 3 minutes.
All right, here we go. This is the ball game right here, right? This drive right here.
Yeah, with 3 minutes to go. That could be all she wrote.
All right, come on, Virginia, put your rally caps on.
Damn, I think I made a mistake by cheating.
What?
Don't go on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, damn it. This will tell you how far behind we are of everything. Yep. There you go. That was a sack.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that was the fumble.
Oh.
I thought I saw someone say there was a turnover in the game. Damn. But in terms of the time, though, it's 4 minutes. It's 4:40, so there's still a lot of time.
You got it. They've got to be 3 and out though, right here.
Yeah, and you have to use your timeouts.
First down probably ices the game.
That hurts. Yeah, that really hurts.
Oh, is Carl posting stuff on Twitter?
Yeah, that's where I saw it. Carl posted it.
VA, it is 12-8 Maryland. It is 12-8 Maryland right now.
Virginia had a good drive going, and they just fumbled it.
4 minutes left to go.
Neither team could protect their quarterback today.
No. Yeah, pass pro. Well, Maryland's figured out that they couldn't straight drop back, right? They kept on rolling their guy out.
Right.
He looks to be pretty athletic. I mean, I don't know who he is, but he looks pretty athletic. Oh, they're gonna let it fly.
Whoa, let it rip. Oh my God, he got it.
He caught it.
Shoot. I'm not a big Maryland fan, and let me just say this as a host of a Northern Virginia podcast: the state itself. I don't like driving across the bridge, and let me say that they feel the same way about us. Maryland people hate Virginia. They hate the roads.
Do they really?
They do. There's a weird thing, and I get it. I get their hatred. I understand them not liking it. And they probably understand mine. I don't know. I don't know where anything is. I'm not from there. Just not a fan. Not a big fan.
I'm shocked the amount of times Maryland has been running their quarterback, like on design runs.
Yeah. Boy, I bet they probably have like 3 or 4 of them. I don't know. Small roster, though. Maybe not.
I mean, now I wonder if they must like their pass games. They threw that. Look, there's no one right there. That slant is fucking.
Yeah, he's gonna hit it too. No, he didn't. And touchdown. No,
Touchdown.
Did he get in? Did he get in?
They put his hands up.
I don't.
No, I don't see it. I don't see an indication
this
yet.
Guy didn't.
They're all running. They're all rushing the end zone. They must have. They're all.
It didn't look like it.
No, they're all together in the end zone.
Yeah, he just bowled.
Oh.
And knocked everyone over with the pin. Well, that could be all she wrote.
Yeah, with about what? Little under 4.
And at that point, that'll mean that Maryland keeps the dominance going.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I would hope that the coaches would kind of talk this up, right? To try to get your best guys going to this game, right?
Right.
Now I know you have kids who have already left to college, right? I know, like Jeffrey Overton's already gone. He's already at Virginia Tech.
Is he already there?
I believe so. I believe so. I believe they're already there. I think a lot of the early enrollees, I think, are already there after the break. I know Juju Preston was already at Clemson, right? He was already there.
Yeah.
But I feel like we have some other players that really could have helped us out in this game.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I didn't see one Madison kid on that roster.
Yeah.
I didn't see one Braddock kid on that roster.
Well, this brings up some of the things that people were talking about. You and I at the beginning of the show, we talked about this as far as the controversy and stuff. I don't know. I don't know what the selection was. We don't know any of that stuff. Some people were saying they reached out, they never heard back. I don't know. It looked like they needed guys. I saw the coaches asking for guys to send their stuff in.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the disconnect was, if there was one at all. But yeah, for sure. Like you telling me we couldn't use a freaking Ambrose on that team?
Right. Couldn't use a Payne and a Maine on that team on the defensive line.
Not playing.
You couldn't have used James Blacker at DB.
Yeah.
You couldn't have used or paging Mr. Herman at running back, right?
Yeah, I don't know, right? We don't really know how all that works. But you're right. Yeah, that'd be something to kind of like. Now, again, some of these guys, like you said, but I think that's more like the Overton, those kind of guys, the guys who are ready to go into school in the fall. But I think everybody else, in the spring. Oh, there he is.
Hey, guys. It's looking like Maryland's going to take this for the second year in a row. They're up 19-8 with 2 minutes in running. Virginia has the ball at about their 20-yard line. Not looking good for the home state, though.
Oh, okay.
Is Boykin still in, or is West back?
That's been Boykin and another kid. I didn't get to know. West never came back. I saw him on the sideline at halftime without his helmet on. Damn. It's clear he was done. They just couldn't get the timing going. I heard. I put out on Twitter. I don't know if it's accurate, but Virginia has 7 turnovers.
Wow.
Jeez.
A lot of fumbles. I know they had the one pick that you guys saw that really turned the game around. Because Maryland, had been kind of moving the ball pretty much. There we go, deep pass. And that's going to be broken up. It's DJ Harvey has made some plays for John Chompy. Harvey's made some plays. He had a nice catch. I mean, what it looked like when Maryland went up 12-8 that Virginia was going to come down and score and take the lead. Harvey had a nice catch, but then another fumble in the backfield. It's really a sloppy play by the offense overall.
Yeah. Yeah, they're teeing off on these quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Oh man, I will say Maryland's hitting. They make me want to watch some high school ball there next year. These guys hit. Yeah.
Well, it just seemed like on both sides, offensive line play was. Yeah. I'm not saying they're bad offensive linemen. It just seemed their continuity in their pass pro just wasn't there. They just worry about operating it.
It really wasn't. Like even now, like late in the game, Virginia's trying to run hurry up, and the quarterback's under duress. Like as soon as he has the ball in the backfield, it's been a struggle for both fronts. It kind of got the vibe after the third quarter that Maryland was just like on the edge of the well about to explode.
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, Dash is watching the game.
We're behind you a little bit on the feed.
We got 1:39 left. I think. Yep, that looks like a turnover on downs, and it looks like Maryland is taking over. That should be the game.
And it was a 2-score game, and my guess is under a minute, especially under these circumstances.
Oh yeah.
The other thing that seemed like
is so they just announced that Maryland took over on downs. This is a wrap for the second year in a row. Maryland's going to take it. Impressive showing.
It looked like Maryland was really able to kind of get a run, some sort of a run game going too. It looked like they started to figure out how to run the football against. Against us.
You're right. In the third quarter, they started to find their run game, and Virginia surprisingly didn't really try their run game at all too. Curious about Virginia's roster. I thought they would have more kids from Garfield on it, after their great year. But
yeah, we said the exact same thing. Like, it just seemed like there were no Madison kids, there were no Braddock kids, there were no Garfield kids, no Landon Hunt, no one from Battlefield, no one from Patriot, no one from Gainesville. Like, our more dominant didn't seem to show up.
No, I mean, There's no Cam Binkowski. There's no Colton Kilmer. There's no Tyler Knutson. That's a good point. No Coben Smith. None of these big-time recruits are playing for Virginia. I'm curious about how the recruiting and selection goes for this. It definitely seems, just by following their Twitter accounts all week, it seemed very disorganized. I know kids were getting a call at the last minute or so, a day or two ahead of the game, knowing they were going to be on the roster. I think Virginia has to regroup with how they're going to do their roster selection for this going forward.
Well, I think what needs to happen is a lot of the coaches need to get together and really try to promote this as being hey, let's have some pride in our state and kind of get together in order to build a better roster, right? I mean, they
have the facility part down. This is beautiful, and St. James has a beautiful cafe that people will go to. I mean, even the Maryland crowd that made the trip are having a good time. They have the facility.
I do wonder, and this goes both ways. Some people are asking. I'm talking about social media the last week. People are saying, well, we never heard an invite. We never heard this. We never heard that. Some other coaches were saying that, now. But I also wonder how many coaches are not letting their kids play on this team.
That could be. That's a good point. I mean,
I think it works both ways. I think right now we have some weird divide in Virginia with our coaches.
I definitely get that. Even talking with a few people in the crowd, I've heard people say, "Oh, we weren't sure if we were going to come or not," or "How did we not know about this?" You're definitely getting that vibe too, being here.
Well, you wonder if a way to counteract that was bringing a Bruce Hansen, right? Let Bruce Hansen be the head coach of the Virginia football team, right? He has zero interest in he's not going to bring his own kids. He's a veteran coach. Have him come in and be the head coach of the Virginia team. So that way, there's not this weird divide, right? You have some in. I'm trying to think who else, some old retired coach that you could have come in and kind of coach the All-Star team. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel I agree with that.
Veteran guys,
the guy, Robinette, I guess, from Forest, the guy who does retire from Forest Park, maybe him.
If right now Bachman's retired, as of right now he's retired, right? He'd be another guy who could come in and coach an All-Star team.
Yeah,
right.
No, I hope everybody puts their egos aside and for next year and have a better plan for this, because that's a good idea. Having somebody like Coach Hansen who has no ties to anything now, being retired, and have him run it, something like that. That's a good point.
Or just have me and Dash coach a team. Do y'all hit
I was assuming you two already applied for it, but since you're world famous and winning awards and everything, I didn't think you had time.
How about Coach Van Acker? Let Coach Van Acker coach.
Let Coach Van Acker.
He'll quit after a day.
Oh, jeez. Oh, shots fired.
Sorry, I had to.
You're on live television.
Sorry, Coach. But this one is all. I think Maryland's trying to score again, or maybe. This is disorganized. This game should have been done 15 minutes ago. I think Maryland's tried to put some salt on the wounds with a late touchdown here. Oh, never mind. Virginia does have the ball with about 54 seconds left, trailing 19-8. So let's see if they can.
Is there an onside kick rule in effect?
I guess.
Because they're gonna.
They just tried to run a hook and ladder. They just all out of sorts. This is like a glorified practice for Virginia's offense.
They need to bring in. They need to bring in Cale Yates and Dom Nicely for this last play here.
Yeah, seriously. How many hits is that? That video of all of us reacting. How many hits is that up to?
Oh man, it's crazy. The other thing is, and maybe I'm wrong, but I didn't see too many Madison kids on that list.
I don't think I saw any.
There's not one.
Fairfax? I didn't see any.
Yeah, I mean, Fairfax, I could probably take a guess. I mean, there might be a divide there as far as the coaching. I don't know. I don't know. I'm speculating, but I felt like Madison. I felt like there wasn't quite that rivalry there. Where I would think, I don't know. I'm curious, really. I'm asking. I'd like to know why there's not more Madison kids on the team. Did they not apply? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, but I saw on the roster there's a couple of kids from Kempsville, Like we're talking like Salem, that area too. So there's, I mean, if whoever's running the Virginia side puts everything together, they could come up with a really, if you consider like the 757 kids too, you could come up with a loaded roster. Not that roster isn't good, but we're not even missing one of the best teams in the state. We don't have one kid from one of the best teams in the state in Madison here.
Well, I wonder, like Mason and I were saying, one of the controversies of the game was the coaches down south were saying, they said just that. There's no Oscar Smith kids there.
Right.
How is that a Virginia All-Star team? Well, I think this is a DMV All-Star game.
Yeah. It's there's a lot that you need to clean up because this could be. I mean, this St. James facility is perfect for this late in the year. They could really sell this play. I mean, it's still been well attended, but they could do. I mean, they could make themselves money. I mean, they're charging all media, so they got to be making some money.
Oh, did all media get charged?
No, probably not. Whoever. I mean, you guys probably did because you guys like win Oscars and stuff. So like. But I did. So it's the most I've spent in my collective media career on an All-Star game.
Yeah,
where I saw 7 turnovers, $20. I feel like I'm in a Washington Wizards game or something.
You paid $3 per turnover.
So right now we've got 34 seconds left, and Maryland is looking to add one more score. They got stopped there, and they're, looks like they're hopefully going to let this clock. Nope. Oh boy, Maryland calling another timeout, trying to add salt.
You're kidding. That's one of those ones where refs has to be like, I don't see you.
I don't know. I honestly wonder if these refs are actually refs the way they've been calling this game because they seem confused. I can't believe this isn't over yet. It should have been over.
We had the one guy that was talking about the ref. It'd be interesting to see how who they get to referee the All-Star games.
Right.
What association is it?
Right.
I don't know. Foot Locker. I don't.
Carl's just on fire today.
Yeah. He's pretty upset. I don't know.
Carl's going to get banned from every event in Northern Virginia.
Yeah, it clearly already was. I'm already on a no-fly list. No, but I mean, overall, this has been fun. I'm having fun. As angry as I was earlier, I just think that they could do a lot more. I mean, we touched on it. There's nobody from Battlefield, Patriot, or Madison. Garfield has, I believe, one kid. Right here, Woodbridge only has one kid. Now, they were a pretty young team. Maryland just tried to run a halfback pass. It got incomplete.
What did I tell you, Mesa? They hate Virginia. They hate Virginia. And I said it, Carl. I was declaring it here. I don't mean this team and the kids. I mean, I don't like going to Maryland. I hate Maryland as a state. I don't like driving to Maryland. I don't like crossing the bridge. I like staying on this side. That's just me.
I hate to ask you what you feel about my home state, but I think you kind of already answered it.
You know what? I've warmed up to Pennsylvania. I like Philadelphia. I do. I feel loved in Philadelphia.
Nothing but the city of brotherly love, man.
That's right.
That's all we do. We got a Super Bowl to win.
It's my kind of people up there. I like Philadelphia. Well, I like the food. I like the cheesesteaks. I don't have a problem with Pennsylvania.
Well, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you. Yes, sir. Oh, no card. Thank you. It's had a nice recognition from fans. Final score here, Maryland takes it for the second year in a row, 19-8, fellas.
19-8. All right, Carl, we'll talk to you later, buddy.
All right, guys. It's been fun. Sorry for the vent earlier, but I appreciate you guys.
All right, we'll talk soon.
All right, later.
Later, buddy. All right, well, there you had it. The great, the incomparable Carl Frederick, Nova's Adam Schefter, who was on a roll, making enemies left and right.
Yeah, no shit. Coach Law wants to know that us Marylanders do love you, though, Dash.
Oh, okay. I didn't say the people, though. I said I'm saying that the land is what I meant. I don't like crossing the bridge. I don't like I can't find anything there. I don't know the street signs. I don't. It's the infrastructure and I don't not the people for God's sakes. I don't have a problem with
It's not a foreign land.
It's a foreign land to me, buddy. And I know how they feel about crossing over. They hate the traffic. They hate the roads. They hate.
There's a lot of traffic in Maryland. I mean, when
there
you
is.
go,
That's what I'm saying. I think theirs is way worse and way more disorganized. Again, this is not about the people. Love the people. And Derek Law is proof of that. Love the Maryland people.
Coach Law says you'll always find a Wawa in Maryland.
That's true. You might have better food than us, man. Virginia's kind of weak with that. You guys got crab cakes. What is Virginia known for? Ham. You know what? I changed my entire philosophy on that. I hate Virginia. I hate where I live. I love Maryland. I'm selling my house. Because we don't have. What do we have? We have peanuts, boiled peanuts.
I don't know what you guys have here in Virginia.
Yeah, we're not known for anything.
You know what we have in Virginia? We have the Dash and Dan.
That is true. Okay, I love Virginia again. That is true. That is true. That is
same issue was for the old VH. Hold on, that played in 7 hard for Nova and Southwest Virginia kids to travel 4 hours. Yeah.
What was that?
Just Coach Van Acker talking about the issues of the All-Star game.
Yeah, no. That's why I say you embraced. I don't have a problem with the not inviting or not having the Oscar Smith and those guys. I mean, they're great players and all that. But that's I would say go all in with the DMV. Embrace the DMV Bowl. Is what I would say.
I would rather see. I think there'd be more fire, I guess, for lack of a better term, of a Northern Virginia versus Southern Virginia game.
But you already said it. The travel and that stuff it's just harder to do.
But couldn't you just meet somewhere in the middle? And isn't there a place in the middle you can meet?
Yeah, you could, but who wants to compromise nowadays? Nobody compromises. you do, yeah. But and you're right. There was something for that. But in the meantime, I'd say you really go all in on the DMV Bowl. I think the DMV Bowl is solid. I think you got the best of Maryland. This side of Maryland, you got the best of DC, best of Virginia. Put them all together, mix it up. The unfortunate part, like we were saying, I think there is, because of this crazy season, I think there is some weird factions, and it's great.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Talk about this because we're not part of the faction club. We're not.
I think you're right.
Of that. We have friends and allies on all parts of everything.
I think you're right. I agree.
But you and I know we can comment on this. It exists. People don't might not want to say it out loud, but it's a thing. And there might be some players who weren't allowed to, who maybe were frowned upon that they try out. Maybe the other way too. Maybe they were like, we don't know if we want to invite them because they play for. I mean, so and so. Who knows?
Yeah.
But all I know is some of the friction that existed this year probably spilled over into a game.
I agree. No, I concur.
And that's real life.
Coach Law says we are Switzerland.
We are. We have allies.
I don't know, man. I mean,
okay, fine. We're not Switzerland. If that's seen as an insult, he meant it as a compliment. I know what he meant.
Yeah,
we're neutral. He didn't mean spineless. He meant neutral.
I mean, I think of Switzerland. And I think of myself that they're the ones who were hiding Nazi money. I'm just saying, like.
Okay, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Okay. All we meant is that we were neutral. It's all he meant, neutral. And if you don't like that, you can find another example. But I know what he means. And we were neutral. We got friends all over the place in this area. Left, right, center, down, up, backwards, and which way. So they're all over the place. We just want to see good games, good sports. Everyone kind of shake hands, attaboy, all that stuff. So one step at a time, my friend. One step at a time.
Well, our last football live for a while, huh?
It is the last live for a good little minute. Got up to 710 viewers, which was awesome.
Yeah.
That's always fun to do. And we will commence this week getting back on the horse with our show. But there'll be shorter shows since we're not talking about games anymore.
Yeah.
But we are still going to have we're going to bring to you, our audience, 2 shows a week, even through the off season, because that's what we're here for. We're here to please the audience.
We are. We're for the people.
We're going to start. We're going to have some coaches, high school coaches that were newly hired. We're going to have, some
College coaches.
right?
Yeah.
Hopefully some referees this season coming up.
Yeah.
We're going to maybe some DSAs or ADs as they're known in other parts.
Yeah.
Some of the high school ADs talk about some of the rule changes coming up and some of the in Northern Virginia, some of the
Also,
changes.
also maybe some of the hiring processes too, right? I mean, that's one thing I think.
Process is right. And maybe we even get the job, the man who's even above the DSAs. We're working on that one.
Oh yeah, hopefully.
We're
still working on that.
So we got a lot of things cooking, and then we're going to get into 7-on-7s when that happens.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. So it's happening. It's going to be a hot off season, and we're going to be there for you.
Yeah.
Well, buddy, it's only 8:48. You can go and make yourself a sandwich or something.
I'll try.
It's still early. I can get some pizza.
Yeah. Enjoy your pizza.
Yeah, buddy. Well, from all hitches, good seeing you guys, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode. See you then.
See ya.